Testing 1, 2. Peace and Black Power family. We live. I want you to know that, Brother Polight. We are live in the building.
Do it. That's what I knew.
Hey, Joey, here's your food, please.
I'm waiting for it to come up.
All right. All right. The people are coming in. We are live. We on SaNeter Studios. You already know what it is. Let me get this thing right, man. I see myself twice. I see myself twice. Yeah. Okay. I know what it is. Let me fix that real quick.
Nah, it's about. We got serious work to do.
Okay, let the people roll in. Let the people roll in because it's going down.
Yeah.
And, I gotta ask this brother some questions, man. All of a sudden, you coming out. This gonna be good. So before we go into that, let me go into this quick intro, and hopefully we can get prepared as we playing this music. The people can load it up and come on in. Polight, you can start sending out your shout outs into the, send out the links to the people. I'm gonna do the same thing.
All right.
Yeah. Pharaoh. SaNeter TV, Black News 102. Whose words will survive when we purge the lies? That curse the divine, cast the pearls to swine. Reverse the design, even merge divide. SaNeter TV when two worlds collide. Might hurt to decide just who verbs will vibe. When we curve all the jive, whether girls or guys. No herbs left alive in this earthly skies. SaNeter TV when two worlds collide. Clash of the Titans, facts will enlighten. Some spitting mad, but they ain't half as exciting. This platform we battle for the souls of man. Those kidnapped and trapped upon stolen land. Doesn't matter where you at on this earth. Africa's the true origin of your birth. Teaching you true health and wealth. Knowledge of self-worth instead of killing your health, going to jail over turf. We all truth seekers asking questions. Should we seek them in the shrine lodge or the lessons? Is the answer ancestral science or religion? Is it freedom or Willie Lynch a little different? In the Indian, Aboriginal, indigenous people, should we worship money? Is it still a root of all evil? We all born with mental shackles if we black. And the only thing that's gonna free us is the actual facts. Whose words will survive when we purge the lies? That curse the divine, cast the pearls to swine. Reverse the design, even merge divide. SaNeter TV when two worlds collide. Might hurt to decide just who verbs will vibe. When we curve all the jive, whether girls or guys. No herbs left alive in this earthly skies. SaNeter TV when two worlds collide. Is it the gods and herbs or the Moors? Should we master UCC in commercial law? Is it being Muslim, Christians, or the Jews? Should we push the old school and need something new? Is it atheism, Egyptologists, Hebrew Israelites, flat earthers, herbalists to get our people right? I'm in Rod Squad, RBG, or New Covenant. Should we work for it? Should we overthrow the government? Should we all go for self, being savages and vultures? Pan-African or is hip-hop our culture? Is it nationality or correct status? Should we integrate Me Too or Black Lives Matter? Should we hit the streets with the Panthers? Unify the gangs is all out war the right answer. Are we Asiatic or Arabian? Should we just free Dr. York and be Nawapi and a Sabian? Whose words will survive when we purge the lies? That curse the divine, cast the pearls to swine. Reverse the design, even merge divide. SaNeter TV when two worlds collide. Might hurt to decide just who verbs will vibe. When we curve all the jive, whether girls or guys. No herbs left alive in this earthly skies. SaNeter TV when two worlds collide.
Peace and Black Power family. Welcome to another SaNeter TV House of Conscious production. SaNeter Studios, Black News 102. And there's a milk controversy going on here, and I'm quite sure y'all all are aware of it by now. Y'all see what's going on. So I have to bring this brother in. We got to talk, and I want to know what's happening. You know what I'm saying? So peace and Black Power to you, my brother Polight. What's happening, man?
Hey, peace.
Hey, you got to turn your side down because I hear echo. You got something else playing?
My wife was watching it on her phone.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Go ahead, brother. What's going on with you, man? The milk controversy. Introduce yourself to the new members that might be coming in that never heard of you or me. Let's talk about it.
Okay, well, This is Brother Polight. I'm head of the Crown Electric Supreme Grand Apperception of our New Covenant community. And I'm on SaNeter Studios right now. Very interested in having this conversation and to let people know that this transcends milk, but don't sleep on milk being a serious conversation. But we're going to really get to the bottom of things because the elephant in the room is the disrespect of Dr. Sabi. That's the elephant in the room, okay? And milk was used as leverage or as the impetus to fulfill this debaucherous agenda. So we're going to get to it. I want all the smoke too. With the
well, the first one I want to say to you, my brother, is that I checked it out. I saw all the videos, the going back and forth thing. And I want to say, I want to thank you for at least keeping it respectful, because I know how ugly it could get. You know what I'm saying? But you have been so far respectful to the minister. And this is why I got the comments going across the screen. Is like, is it all right for us or anybody to critique the Nation of Islam without being called a hater? Because you know, Polight, we critique everybody, just like everybody critique us. I mean, so why shouldn't the Nation of Islam be critiqued, especially if we do it or y'all do it with respect? You know what I'm saying? So let me ask you, brother, how did this whole thing get started? How did it all start out, man?
Watch this. First thing I want to do, I just want you to understand the logic of their most esteemed teachers, scholars. All right, I'm gonna stress the word scholar because I want you to see the disposition of their scholars. So listen to this and listen to this carefully.
Go ahead.
Because when debating these guys, you're gonna understand they don't really care if they offend other people because they believe they are the closest thing to God. They believe their information literally came from God and he manifested on this planet in the form of Master Fard Muhammad and conveyed his message to his messenger who couldn't get nothing wrong. Let's say Fard Muhammad is really Allah. Let's say he's really Allah. They also contend that Elijah Muhammad couldn't possibly got anything wrong that came from Master Fard Muhammad. So now we have two implications here. One, that Master Fard Muhammad couldn't possibly be wrong because he's Allah. And two, Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad can't be wrong if he says he's quoting Allah. And therefore, three, if they say something that came from Elijah, that came from Master Fard Muhammad, then they too as well are not wrong. So I want you to understand the logic when it comes to talking to people like this. So this conversation is really for the rest of the unspooky community. Because the Nation of Islam can say anything about anybody and be absolutely right because their information is coming from God Almighty himself. Understand the task at hand when it comes to communicating with people like this. So we're going to listen to Dr. Wesley Muhammad when he was on your channel, sir, in his response to Brother Polight about the milk controversy. And we're going to come in at exactly the 59-minute mark. And we're going to listen to about 2 minutes of Dr. Wesley Muhammad, just so I can set the stage for what kind of rationale he uses when you disagree with him being an example of the rest of the community. So watch this.
That's all. Now, is it possible that the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, the man, was wrong on this? Well, I guess it would be, except that Dr. Elijah Muhammad wasn't teaching from himself on this. The honorable Muhammad was strictly repeating what he was taught by God Almighty himself. So what we are how to keep to live isn't the exegesis of Elijah. The fruits of the research or study of Elijah or even the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. everything that we are getting in how to eat to live, including his instructions to us regarding milk. Those are his summations. Those are his, thus saith the Lord. God, who is the name, God Almighty, Master Forward Muhammad, who is without error. He gave this prescription to the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, and the only most honorable Elijah Muhammad is give us what God gave him. So there is no error in what the honorable Elijah Muhammad has given us regarding milk, because we got it from God. For what God gave the most honorable Elijah Muhammad regarding milk is way more nuanced than people are giving it credit for, which is why I spend so much time quoting from the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. Most listeners just simply aren't careful listeners, aren't slow listeners, aren't nuanced listeners. There is more agreement between the most honorable Elijah Muhammad and that anti-milk advocate.
Okay, family. So the first thing, I felt it incumbent to say that first, so you can understand the logic that most honorable Elijah Muhammad cannot be wrong. Meaning, if he's quoting Elijah Muhammad, he cannot be wrong, because Elijah Muhammad, according to him, got this information from Master God Muhammad. Now, I would just say that, let's say Master God Muhammad is definitely God Almighty, Allah. Let's say man still could have somewhere down the pipeline misinformed Elijah by the time he informed the rest of the community. But we are not even going to consider this, because the scholar, one of their most highly reputed scholars, says, hey, if you want to disagree with me about something, just understand this. Our information is right because God Almighty himself came in a persona to Master Prophet Muhammad and conveyed information to our Christ, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. And so he cannot possibly be wrong. And therefore, Wesley Muhammad couldn't possibly be wrong. And therefore, anyone that gets it from Wesley Muhammad couldn't possibly be wrong. So just think about that logic. Because I make sure I play what these guys say. Because they're the masters of straw man argument. So you heard it from his own mouth, and they probably say you need to listen to the whole 2-hour interview to come to the conclusion that he said there's no way he could be wrong, because Elijah couldn't be wrong, because Elijah got it from Allah himself, Almighty God. Get that part right.
All right, so now, brother Polight, okay. I got a line of questions for you, brother. You're ready. So I want to ask you, brother, where does this come from? I know from the past that you used to always keep quiet when it comes to the Nation of Islam. Why are you speaking up now? Why are you speaking out now? And some people might say, well, you know, because I guess he's seen Pharaoh or Seti or these dudes coming out on the Nation of Islam, and he just want to have an opportunity to attack the nation. So why now? Why come out against the nation now, brother?
I'll tell you why. Okay, the audio's better now too, right?
Yeah, it sounds good.
Yeah, that's better. Was you able to hear the soundbite clearly though?
I was able to hear it. You know, it was going in and out, fading in and out.
All right, we'll go back to it.
But yeah, the people could go back to it, or you can send it to me and I'll upload it again.
I mean, it's on your channel. It's on your channel.
Oh, okay.
All you gotta do is play it.
Do you remember the question?
Yes, I remember the question.
Yes. Why now all of a sudden? Because I remember when we used to be banging. I mean, even Wesley, all of us used to be banging. And I used to always say, yo, brother Polight, I need you to deal with some of the Moors. And you will always say, you know what? I respect these brothers. I respect the nation. I don't want to come out on them. So why all of a sudden now, brother?
Okay, I'm going to tell you. Let me address one of the things you said. For the new folk that you said, oh, maybe he's trying to follow in the way of the new folk.
Right.
That's incorrect, because I've been to these debates. In fact, these new folk are using clips, such as the one that I researched, with Farrakhan when I used it in a debate with one of the Muhammad in my historical origins of Islam debate. So before they was even on the team, I've been sharing my views. I just do it in a very respectful manner so it doesn't spread the type of wildfire that negativity and contentious type of perspective normally does. I did mine in a different way. I have a different approach towards this.
Hey, Polight, do you have headphones? Do you have a headset?
Yeah, I can get some headphones.
Yeah, run and grab them headphones. It might be better. You got the speaker on them too, right? You got the mic on the headphones.
I don't got a mic on the headphone.
Because it might be a little better with the sound.
Okay. Since when this happened?
But go ahead, keep talking.
Oh, let me see if I get. I think I got some regular ones I could plug in.
Yeah, but you might have to have the mic on it, like like iPhones and something like that. iTunes, iPhones, headphones.
I don't got that. Not on me right now.
Go ahead.
So should I go?
So keep speaking.
Okay.
I can hear you good because I got on my headphones. But sometimes the sound might fade in on a question you might say on a word or something.
Okay.
But go ahead, brother.
Okay. Well, someone said my audio is good. That's good.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead then.
Okay. So what I want to tell you, first and foremost, from doing all these different debates, I've been stating my claim, right? But what I did is I made concessions to the Nation of Islam because there was a time where Muhammad and I spoke with each other and said, hey, you know what? We're going to stay out of each other's way. Because I got my community following and he's other community following. And we know how the people may get from time to time. So we said we guys will deal with each other. And I actually still value the Nation of Islam contribution historically to the black community. Anything they've done present day and of old. Whatever they do good, I appreciate that. But that's not going to be used to defer our attention away from other issues. That's not how this works. And you're not going to tell people they don't have the right to think or ask questions because someone does something nice. We're not doing that. I don't want to hear about how many years the work someone put in. When I have a question, or we feel offended. So where does this start? You see the image at the bottom of the screen?
Uh-huh.
Can you blow that up real quick?
Yes. Oh, let me get that.
All right. So we see this was a screenshot. I'll pull it up a little higher. Boom. There we go. There we go. There we go. So at the time when I took the screenshot, it said 5 days ago. All right. So let me explain the nature of this particular image right here. You can put it down now. Dr. Sabi over the Elijah Muhammad and the Honorable Minister Farrakhan. It's an interrogative. Question mark right there. There's a question mark right there. So let me give you the atmosphere so you can understand why many people, not just Brother Polight, are upset with the Nation of Islam for allowing their leadership that's up in ranking to speak on Dr. Sabi. Let me give you the atmosphere. Because everyone has the right to criticize, except for the Nation of Islam, of course. Everyone has the right to be criticized, no matter when they choose. But we're going to take ourselves out of the programming, the matrix, and we're going to act like we actually understand emotions, timing, love, and respect. That's what we're gonna act. So watch this. Brother Nipsey Hussle was murdered. When he got murdered, what we did not hear or see is a massive amount of videos corresponding with Nipsey Hussle and Minister Louis Farrakhan, corresponding with Nipsey Hussle and Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, corresponding with Nipsey Hussle and Master Fard Muhammad. That's not a shot against them. This is fact. What we did see, almost running concurrent as far as trending news, obviously Nipsey being the latter, and most significant, we seen a lot of people resurfacing Dr. Sebi's image and his information, because Nipsey was a very vocal, consistent, and proud advocate of Dr. Sebi. So here comes the Nation of Islam in the advent of this murder. They come in to show their support for this black man, his family, and the immediate black community and abroad. Nothing wrong with that. Keep it in mind, everybody's fully aware that they are running Dr. Sebi's legacy concurrent with Nipsey's legacy on several occasions. It was one of the highlights of Nipsey's legacy, not to deprive him or deny him of all the other amazing accolades that he has been accredited for. Okay? So we know Dr. Sebi's name kept coming up with Nipsey Hussle over and over and over and over and over again. People putting up posts on their face over and over and over and over again. You tell me, as the Nation of Islam that's coming to the aid of Nipsey Hussle's family, advocacy, friends, well-wishers, devotees, why was it necessary for the leadership of the Nation of Islam to now post a video making it clear how much they disagree with Dr. Sebi on a certain subject? Who does that? That's one. Who thinks, okay, this person just died, I know they highly prepared this brother right here, so let's come to his aid. What we need to do is denounce some of his teachings. That's like showing up at somebody's place and knowing their best friend and saying, you know what, a lot of his friends, they scumbags, so you just have to put that out there. We're here to support them. So you're not going to tell me something isn't peculiar about a people coming to the aid of a black man, and then they need to publish a video that they did a long time ago. But out of all time, the Nation of Islam feels we can something to let everyone know they disagree. And I would say vehemently with a certain clause in Dr. Sebi's teaching. Why was it necessary? That's one. But hey, no man is above or beyond reproach. Hey, if you got to criticize the man, it happens. So fine. Criticism shouldn't be considered disrespectful. But nonetheless, if a people feel disrespected, it's their right. And when you listen to Wesley,
brother, let me ask you, Polight.
Okay, there's a second part.
Huh?
There's a second part to that.
Okay, go ahead.
Now, the part that you need to hear is this.
Go ahead.
In the video that Dr. Wesley Muhammad decides to research it, amidst of the murder, knowing that Nipsey was a proud and vocal advocate of Dr. Sebi, not only did he feel it necessary or suffice to post the video with him disagreeing with a portion of Dr. Sebi's doctrine, on all videos, on all people to criticize, you're here to honor this man, to try to make sure while you honor this man, you want everyone to know we disagree with this part of Dr. Sebi's doctrine in terms of the murder. That's one thing that's suspect. The second thing that's suspect is this. After he tells you Dr. Sebi says we're not supposed to drink cow's milk, he immediately goes into saying that the devil doesn't want us to drink milk. Now, what they will say is, Wesley Muhammad never called him the devil. This is the slick stuff that they do. No one's saying Wesley Muhammad called him the devil. I mean, if someone says SaNeter didn't want us to drink milk, pardon me, if someone says SaNeter says we cannot drink cow's milk, the devil doesn't want us to drink cow's milk. The devil's working, y'all. What conclusion you going to come to, Brother SaNeter? If right after I tell everybody SaNeter says we should drink cow's milk, and then after I say SaNeter says don't drink cow's milk, I turn around and say the devil's working, y'all. The devil don't want to protect them.
Well, Brother Polight, are you sure that Dr. Wesley Muhammad associated Dr. Sabi with the devil? Because I think you said something like that, brother.
I mean, he did associate with the devil. Anyone could come to that conclusion. It's a fair conclusion that anyone could arrive at.
How did he associate Dr. Sabi with the devil? How did you come to that? Do you have anything where you can show us?
I'm gonna play it right now for you, though.
Go ahead, brother.
I want you to listen to it. But what I'm saying is, don't tell people they don't have the right to arrive at that conclusion. Don't make it sound so irrational, like people just looking at the ages and separate the community. Because actually, it was poor timing. Because if you know someone died, you so far was coming to remedy the situation and relieve the community of contentment. Why was it necessary to post a video of the man that the guy who died said he's rocking with? He supports him. In fact, I need to do a documentary on this brother. Why was it necessary for the proud supporters of the Nation of Islam to make sure they put up a video refuting the claims of Dr. Sabi in this hour? One, and two, passive aggressive, talking about the damn devil right after. They just made it clear, Sabi wants you to do this. And then tell you the devil also wants you to do the same thing Sabi's telling you. You mean to tell us that we can't come to that conclusion? Come on, man. We know it was done in malice. Then you're going to tell us we're not listening to what we're listening to. And the most despicable, disgusting part about this is when brothers and sisters of the community say, yo, you feel offended by it, you telling us we're not offended, we're agents. Yo, if people feel offended by something they're saying, you can't tell them they don't have the right to be offended, especially if they can properly articulate why they are offended. Let's just be serious here. That's the most hideous part about the situation. Now watch this. I'm gonna say it for you. And y'all tell me what you think. If this is poor timing and calculated, Nipsey died, everyone's promoting him and Dr. Sabi. They highlighting that Dr. Sabi, and they love the fact that Nipsey was supporting that type of effort. The Nation of Islam says, we're here for Brother Sabi. And Sabi actually liked her and Dr. Sabi. And then they post a video making clear what they disagree on with Dr. Sabi. That itself was sick. Then they go further to associate or identify the devil having the same agenda in that particular instance as Dr. Sabi. You'll find out if I'm making this up. I'm going to play it right now. This is Wesley Muhammad talking.
You can listen to Dr. Sabi all you want. I love Dr. Sabi. May he rest in peace. But he didn't make a mistake in this. He made an error.
Oh, Sabi, SaNeter, you want to play clip 3 by itself so you come out very clear on the end?
Play clip 3?
Yeah, play clip 3.
All right, I'll play clip 3. Here we go.
And let's listen to it carefully.
You can listen to Dr. Sabi all you want. I love Dr. Sabi. May he rest in peace. But he didn't make a mistake in this. He made an error. Because I heard him say he was a follower of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. He was a Muslim. So he knew better, but he got so many of us running from the very thing we should be knocking folks out trying to get to. But I had to put this qualifier because the devil knows that milk is the food of the God. So the devil has weaponized milk.
That's common sense, I think. Animals produces milk for animal babies.
The devil is on his job. So
hey,
look for milk from small farms.
That's it? Or keep going.
Drawn from cows that aren't kept pregnant.
That's common sense, I think.
Let me see something. Hold on.
Produces milk for animal.
Got another minute on this clip.
Listen to
Yeah. Take that clip off. I don't want it. Take that one off. Let me see something.
Now he rest in peace. But he didn't make a mistake in this. He made an error.
Who's that? That's you?
He was a follower of the Messiah.
I don't know where that's coming from.
So he knew better.
That's you playing that?
I'm gonna find out. Yeah.
Oh, I was
Right,
like, what the hell is going on, man?
yeah, we got a dub clip. Hold on. I'm gonna play the original joint. You know what I'm saying? So that way. Oh, you know what? I know what you can do. You could go to your. Let me see.
Yo, I want let me say this. I want all of y'all to be, everybody that's in the chat room, please be respectful, man. Please be respectful to the Nation of Islam and Brother Polight and the guest that's on right now. This is not about, tearing nobody down. I'm strictly here to deal with the knowledge and the information. I don't want to really block nobody. Please, man, I don't want to block nobody. I want y'all to be able to say what you got to say. You could be disagreeable. You could critique, but let's do it with some respect, family. Come on, man. I don't want to block nobody, man. I want you here to get this. Go ahead, Brother Polight.
You could go to Wesley Muhammad's YouTube page, right?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to take too much time sending you the video. You go to his page. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Click his videos.
Brother Ben X is calling. You want him to talk now or you want him later?
He could talk now, but pull up the video clip first.
Okay.
Pull
Hey,
up that
Ben,
video
I'm going to
clip.
get right back to you in a minute. Let me get this clip.
Dr. Sabi. Yeah, just tell him, hold on.
Hold on. Let me get this clip.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me open up another window.
Now, it says Dr. Sabi over the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. That's what it's called. It's 4 minutes and 56 seconds. You got it?
I got to open up another window.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so we're going to let the people hear for themselves. Don't tell people they don't have the right to draw the type of conclusion.
What's the name of Dr. Wesley page? Just Dr. Wesley Muhammad?
Nah, it's just Wesley Muhammad.
Okay.
That's all it is. Yeah, it's pseudo. We know that.
Okay, now what's the name of it?
It's called Dr. Sabi over the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. 2 weeks ago. It has a yellow and blue image.
Okay, let me click on his channel.
See, he getting the promotion right now.
Okay,
Yeah,
Dr. Sabi over the Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
There you go. Now
Okay,
play that
family.
video.
I'm gonna shout out my brother page, Dr. Wesley Muhammad. You could go to his channel. Okay. Let me screenshot that so y'all can see it for yourself. And we'll get it from there.
All right. Now play that clip real quick for us. And let's see how that man opens up with how much he loves Dr. Sabi.
This is what you're talking about, right?
That's right. Play that.
Rewind it back.
Play it from the beginning.
Okay.
And let's make sure we don't tamper with this man's words. So they love to say, if you take out somebody breathing for 3 seconds, they'll tell you gotta watch those 3 seconds.
All right, let's hear it. Can y'all hear it, family?
Nope.
You can't hear it?
Nope.
All right. Hold on.
You can't miss it.
Navy beans and drink milk.
All right, play it back now.
I know.
You hear it now?
It's low though.
You follow Dr. Sabi. And so you think black people, African people are inherently
all right, that's good. Play it back.
Intolerant.
Can you hear it though?
Yeah.
I expect every single one of us.
You sure?
It's just low. Sometimes you talk low.
And do continuously from this point on the rest of your life. That's eat navy beans and drink milk. Eat navy beans and drink milk. I know. You follow Dr. Sage. You follow Dr. Sage.
Is it better now?
So you think black people, African people, are inherently lactose intolerant. And so all these black people are running from milk. And do you know what milk is? Whole milk, white milk, is liquid sunlight. Whole milk is liquid sunlight. Why do I say that? In milk, you get vitamin D that synthesizes testosterone. Milk helps us replenish testosterone. In milk, you get the amino acid tryptophan, which is necessary to synthesize serotonin. We replenish our serotonin by milk. Milk in this protein gives us tryptophan, which is the amino acid that synthesizes melanin. So just with milk, we can replenish testosterone, serotonin, and melanin in milk with navy bean. Navy bean gives us zinc and magnesium to synthesize testosterone. Milk gives us tryptophan to synthesize testosterone. This is the meal of the black god. Scientific fact. You can listen to Dr. Sebi all you want. I love Dr. Sebi. May he rest in peace. But he didn't make a mistake in this. He made an error. Because I heard him say he was a follower of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. He was a Muslim. So he knew better, but he got so many of us running from the very thing we should be knocking folks out trying to get to. But I have to put this qualifier because the devil knows that milk is the food of the God. So the devil has weaponized milk. The devil, you can't just run out and get. In fact,
keep playing it.
Because most milk is drawn from continuously pregnant cows. They artificially inseminate these cows so they are pregnant and lactating at the same time. And what that does, the natural estrogen rate in milk skyrockets. So the milk, most of the commercial milk is estrogen and progesterone levels have been artificially, astronomically inflated. So it does for us the opposite of what it's intended to do. The devil is on his job.
Brother Ben, I'll get to your call as soon as this clip is over.
Look for milk from small farms.
The devil's on his job.
Cows that aren't kept pregnant. Small, the Amish and the Mennonites, that's what we're going until we get on land and cows and produce our own milk. But drink that milk, drink that navy bean, and in closing, I can't, but see, this is how we can fix it, and we don't even have to leave this country. The light up there can keep getting dimmer and dimmer, but we can, in this mix, keep getting stronger and stronger.
All right, it's almost over, Polight. There it is.
Well, yeah, because I don't want no one saying that he manipulated or mangled his work.
Okay.
Now, what you're gonna notice,
testing,
where anyone can notice when they play it back. When they play it back, they're gonna see. I think he votes against Dr. Sebi for encouraging us not to drink milk. I'm gonna show you how silly these guys can be. They're saying, no, he was just talking about lactose intolerance. Sabi's telling you not to drink cow's milk, bro. Y'all saying drink cow's milk. If you're saying the argument is about lactose intolerance, he's still saying don't drink the milk. You did not say the devil has a conspiracy around lactose intolerance. You said the devil doesn't want you to drink milk. So let's keep it 100. You're saying the devil. So right after you go into your contentions with Dr. Sabi, you say the devil knows that milk is food for the gods. Then you go on further to say the devil's on his job. So in that context, anyone can arrive at the conclusion that one, you're either calling Sabi the devil, or you're saying his mission to take us or deter us from drinking milk is that of the same agenda as the devil. Anyone could come to that conclusion. You can't tell people what the hell they're hearing. What you say is, damn, now that I hear it like that, I can see how someone can come to that conclusion.
Okay. All right.
All right, brother
That's
Polight. Damn, why am I hearing the echo now? Is there something else open on your end?
Who?
You.
Nah, I'm good.
Oh man, let me get this thing straight, man. All right, I got brother Ben on the line. That's probably what it is. Peace and black power to you, my brother Ben X. What's happening?
Peace. What's going on, man? I appreciate you having this conversation. I just wanted to clear something up. I'm not calling about the milk controversy. Dr. Wesley has done that. He can speak on that. I just want to touch on something that Brother Polight isn't saying, and I want to bring clarity to the clip that was just playing. Number one, he said, Dr. Wesley said, you follow Dr. Sebi because you think black people are lactose intolerant. So that's the number one that he was talking about. He mentioned Dr. Sebi because people are thinking that black people are lactose intolerant. When he talked about the devil, he was talking about the devil weaponizing milk. Brother Polight just said that his point was the white man doesn't want us to drink milk. That was not Dr. Wesley's point. Matter of fact, the white man, even growing up in school, the white man always tells us to drink milk because it makes our bones strong. That's what Dr. Sebi was talking against. So the white man, what he's talking about is the white man is weaponizing the milk, making it bad for us to eat, not that the white man doesn't want us to eat it, because if the white man didn't want us to eat it, the white man would actually be in agreement with Dr. Sebi, and we know that isn't true. So that's number one. Then number two, he says, Dr. Sebi said, stay away from it. The white man tells us again that he wants us to drink the milk. And then the one thing that he's leaving out, he's painting that Islam is now attacking Dr. Sebi because Nipsey Hussle's death. That is absolutely wrong. The Nation of Islam is responding to Dr. Sebi because people is using Dr. Sebi against the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. People who are in the conscious community shared that video, and there are people who have millions of views that reshared that video from conscious people because Dr. Sebi said that the minister didn't care about the health of black people. And we know that it's false. Whether y'all agree with how to eat to live or not, we know there are many people in the Nation of Islam that has overcame cancer, Dr. Abraham Muhammad being one of them. Many of us look younger than what we actually are. Whether if y'all agree with it or not, that's not the point. But the point is he's leaving out that many people was using this situation and using that clip from Dr. Sebi to attack Farrakhan. That's the reason that they're coming out. It's not because Nipsey Hussle's dead. We didn't just say what Nipsey Hussle was talking about Dr. Sebi. Let's use this as an excuse to attack Dr. Sebi. That is not what this is about. So that's all I want.
I never said that.
Brother Polight, you want to respond to that?
Yeah. He's incorrect.
He can't hear you right now because he's on the phone. So here,
okay.
I'm hearing feedback now, man. Y'all made me mess this joint up, Polight. You made me mess it up by going to that shit. My bad, but damn. All right, brother Ben X.
Oh no, you can keep him on the phone. You see that?
Peace. Yeah,
you can keep him on the phone. You can keep him on the phone.
No, he ain't gonna be able to hear you. He can't hear you.
Oh, you should call him back.
Testing 1 2. Polight, do you have anything open on your end?
I have nothing open on my end, bro. Nothing. Nothing's open. Nothing.
Damn, I got feedback now. Okay.
Yeah, it's been feedback from the beginning.
All right. So go ahead, brother.
Okay. Let's please take note. One, I said this took place during Nipsey Hussle's death and the timing of it shouldn't warrant that type of video. Paraphrasing. I never said they did this because of Nipsey Hussle's death. Be careful how you preface your statement or how you make your claims, Brother Bennett. Because I didn't say that. I said this took place during Nipsey Hussle's murder. And out of all times, to post a video with your contrasting views of Dr. Sebi, with your rebuttals of Dr. Sebi, and talks of the devil, all in the interim of your refute. You're refuting his claim. I said the time.
Hold on, Brother Polight, please. Family, no calls in yet. No calls are allowed yet, family. Please, thank you. Go ahead, Polight.
Yeah, I said the timing was insensitive. The timing was inappropriate for leadership to decide if this man had love for Dr. Sebi and he was murdered. Why would it be so incumbent for your leadership to say, hey, and I say your leadership, not the Nation of Islam, I say your leadership. Why would it be so incumbent for the Nation of Islam's leadership to have to post a video letting everyone know what they disagree with about Dr. Sebi? So at least we got a motive. The motive was some anonymous people, by anonymous, maybe not people that they have relationships with, have posted videos and they accredit these people to be members of the conscious community, which they are not a part of. And because these members purportedly of the conscious community that are not a part of the Nation of Islam posted Dr. Sebi saying things or expressing his grievances about the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, it basically was the hell with Nipsey Hussle's death, the hell with the sensitivity of Black people as it relates to Dr. Sebi, in conjunction to Nipsey Hussle's legacy. We're going to put up our video.
So let me ask you.
See how that works? So hold on. They made it clear. You just made it clear the reason why they put up that video against Dr. Sebi obviously wasn't in the spirit of peace, love, and righteousness. It was in the spirit of retribution. It was in the spirit of avenging, okay, the denigration of Farrakhan's character. I would believe that's the campaign.
So
we know that the spirit of contention was precipitated long before Brother Polight started talking.
Testing. I'm trying.
Now we got motive.
Testing. Okay, so let me ask you, Polight.
Now we got motive.
Say that again.
I said now we have motive. They only posted the video because it was in their feelings that Dr. Sebi had a grievance against Farrakhan and other people were posting it, and they accredit the conscious community for that. That's what Ben said. So now we have motives. And so we know when that video was posted, it was posted in a contentious spirit. So it's not wrong for me to read or hear and interpret the way I've interpreted.
So, Brother Polight, do you have a problem with people criticizing your teacher? Just like I asked the Nation of Islam.
Not at all.
The Nation of Islam is like people have a problem with critiquing the Nation of Islam. Everybody else can be critiqued. You know what I'm saying? So do you have a problem, my brother, with people
not at all
critiquing
and
your teacher?
Let me say this for the people that's not catching up. This is not merely about milk. It's about timing and sensitivity and being particular and exercising extreme caution with your words, because many of us believe that Wesley Muhammad made association with the devil to Dr. Sebi. Point blank, period. You don't go against somebody and immediately after going for a diatribe about the devil continuously and then say no. Or go back to the beginning of the video. Don't go back to the end of the video where he still was talking about Dr. Sebi. Go to the beginning of the video where he's talking about Dr. Sebi and don't connect the last time he talked about Dr. Sebi with the immediate next time he talked about the devil. No, brother. No, we're not cutting and pasting. We played the whole damn video. Because if we didn't play the whole video, you would have said we was cutting and pasting. So no, you're not going to cut and paste with our mind. And tell us to only listen to the first part of the video where he mentioned Sebi, not the second part of the video where he mentioned Sebi, and then there immediately after mentioning the devil several times over. And it just so happens to be the devil and his agenda about us not taking milk. So for those of you that want to minimize this to, oh, this is just an argument about milk, it's about digging up the elder out of his grave. It's about another man going into the grave. And out of all times for you to do this type of shit, you do it during this hour because you was in your feelings that somebody spreading a damn video with Dr. Sebi. And so y'all feel like y'all had to post a video of revenge.
So Polight, are you saying that you think that they use this time of Brother Nipsey Hussle's death to maybe get more viewing of the video going at Dr. Sebi or something?
I don't know how to calculate that. What I do know how to calculate is the timing of the post was inappropriate. The timing of the post was insensitive to several people, not just Dr. Sebi's advocacy, but also Nipsey's advocacy. Because if we know Nipsey was a proud supporter of Dr. Sebi, we didn't need the Nation of Islam to come in as the so-called helpers or aiders of Allah, and then use the opportunity to say, hey, we disagree with Dr. Sebi on the following thing, and we're going to mention the devil several times over. Hopefully you guys will make no connection. We can deal without that. So if they can't man up to the fact that people just feel offended, instead of saying, yo, we're agents. Yo, you're trying to create a distraction. Yo, you're trying to create dissension. Yo, let me explain something to you people. I don't know if you guys got wives at home, but you know what you learn when you got a wife? That sometimes you say something that may come up insensitive, even if you ain't mean it. And the only way you getting up out of that conversation is if you make it clear, yo, my apologies, because I didn't even have that intention. That's how it works in the real world. This is an analogy. So you can get some context clues as to how this works. You don't tell people they're agents. You don't tell people that they're promoting dissension. You don't tell people that they got it wrong. Right. If people feel offended by something you're saying, then damn it, they feel offended. And if they can qualify how they feel offended, and several people, not just Polight, feel offended, then you address that on the merit of the offense.
Hold on, don't jump
You don't turn around and just dismiss it.
I have a question that's dealing with
You don't do that.
I have a question that's
fanning the flames.
I have a question that's
so no, it's not just about milk. It's about insensitivity.
Hold on,
Polight, it's about timing. It's about calculation. Nobody's perfect.
Testing. You hear me?
And maybe the brother said some things that can be taken out of context, but rightfully taken out of context. Now, what do you do after it's been brought to your attention? People feel a way about it. Do you still tell people, well, y'all got it wrong?
Testing.
Well, y'all hearing it wrong. That's what you tell people?
Testing.
And y'all supposed to be uniting the goddamn gang members? So what you tell them when they feel like one side did something that was offensive? Do you tell them, yo, y'all just got it wrong on the other side? How do we go about reconciliation? We just tell people when you're the Nation of Islam, everyone else is making an error about what you're saying? That's how we undergo reconciliation? So now when we got to criticize your teachers, you feel away.
Testing.
Now you crying. Come on, man. Now you're crying.
Testing. 1, 2.
Now you want to cut and paste the beginning of the video and add it on to the end of the video. No, you don't want nobody cutting up no videos. So the last thing you said about Sebi, and the next thing you said about the devil, and the next thing you said about the devil stands in that order. Because we ain't cutting and pasting. Because when we cut and paste, you say we're manipulating the video.
Yeah, testing. Oh, you hear me, Polight? Polight, you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you, my brother. This is what I wanted to ask you. You jumped ahead of me. What do you have to say to the people that are saying that you are trying to stop the unity? That's what I wanted to ask you, brother. Because some people might say, well, now he coming in. He see us trying to all come together and unite. And what you're doing is trying to stop the unity, brother.
That's facts. Because what we're being told is, if you feel someone's disrespecting your teacher, we're being told if it's the Nation of Islam, don't question it and don't have an opinion about it. You're trying to stop unity. All the while, they are making clear their motive for resurfacing a video that they did years ago was to rebut who they would like to call members of the conscious community, who they would like to disassociate themselves from. But last I checked, they were members of the damn conscious community because they're also on their social media exchanging and sharing information. They're on Instagram too, doing the same damn thing that the people they're mad at are doing in a different way. But they want to say conscious community because they always attempt to belittle, undermine, and circumvent the group of people who don't believe that that God is Master Muhammad and Allah in the flesh or Allah in the flesh. So stop with the little undermining themes and keep it 100 all the way. Stop with the BS. That same passive effect. Right. So no, it ain't me promoting disunity, but they don't get a pass where they can be rude and disrespectful, and people see it as such, but because they say we're organized, well, guess what? We just finished feeding the homeless. Does it give me a right to call Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad out his name? Should I tell everybody because I'm feeding the homeless over here? Don't mind me disrespecting Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad? Did I tell them if they feel I disrespected Elijah Muhammad that I didn't do it? And don't worry about it because I'm feeding the homeless? It don't work like that. We're talking about a man with a legacy that runs unparalleled to others. And for those of y'all that's out there that don't respect and don't love Dr. Sabi, you got the right. This ain't for you.
Well, let me say this. NBK, New Black Knowledge, have a good question for you, Brother Polight. And the question is, he says, why you ain't addressed the video back then when they did it back then? Is it because now that they are putting into they talking about your teacher? They wasn't talking about your teacher back then. So now that you see them talking about your teacher, that gives you all the right to come out and address it.
That's a fact. But to my understanding, he brought up Dr. Sabi while Sabi was dead. He put that video up when Sabi died, not when he was alive. And I never saw it then. I only saw it when it resurfaced.
Oh.
And the reason why I saw it when it resurfaced, because so many people were making mention of my reviews, my comments, and my emotions about Nipsey Hussle's passing. And so many people also had me in mind because Dr. Sabi kept coming up because of my relationship with Dr. Sabi, that they kept sending me Lucky Muhammad.
They are saying the damn video is a year old, Polight. That shit is a year old. You never saw that shit? Well, I never saw the video either. I never saw it either.
Hold on. You ain't seen the screenshot where it said 5 days ago?
Yeah.
If you watch a video for the first time on YouTube, is it as old as it is then, or is it new to you right now?
It's new. It's new to me. If I just seen it.
Now, if you realize it's an old video that someone went out their way in leadership to republish. I'm not talking about an old video that I stumbled across. I'm talking about an old video that was republished for the purposes of casting the disputes and criticisms about Dr. Sabi. That's a calculative attack, and they just admitted to it because they felt Farrakhan was attacked. So why not rebut Dr. Sabi? Why not come out and respond to the attack against Farrakhan and go after Dr. Sabi, despite the fact that the brother that died was a proud advocate of Dr. Sabi? They couldn't hold their tongue for that. Nobody said they were promoting disunity when they did it. But now if you respond to it, you're promoting disunity because they're trying to put things together. And this is why people can't organize tonight. Because unity don't work like that.
All right, brother. Do you think this was a wise move? Because what do you think about brothers like Ben X, Rizza Islam, and there are many others who might be coming for you, bro? I seen the whole thing play out with Pharaoh and shit, where Pharaoh even came out and made an apology. So, brother, are you putting yourself out in Front Street? Because, these brothers ain't going to just sit back and allow you to come out and bang with the information. Even if you being respectful, they might have to turn up, brother.
The key part, I don't care if somebody turns up. This ain't nothing new for me. Every time you go against religious people, they always want to take it to the next level and put things into their hands because their God is fucking fake. Okay? Huh? Part of my language. Their God. I don't believe in none of this crap. To me, it's crap, personally. But what I do is keep my faith and let people oblige to their crap. That's what I do. I don't believe in none of that. I don't care about none of that. I care about our people I like the fact that Brother Ben X and RZA, it looked like they care and they got good intentions. So I care about that. So because I care about that, I curve my tongue a lot of times. And I just say, man, that's the new thing. Let me just ignore them. Because I really see that people feel like they're spreading the truth, like most people in all these other religions. But don't compare me to people who go out their way blatantly to disrespect people for whatever motives and agendas they have. What I'm saying is, very rarely do you see me, other than a debate, which you have the right to do as critical thinkers. Outside of that, I be in my own world, minding my business, having my views, and doing my best to tiptoe around Black organizations that I disagree with the exception of when I have a debate and both parties agree to have that type of conversation. So, as far as what I think about those brothers, I don't know them personally. I've seen them a couple times over. Ben X more than RZA. RZA is a little more new to me. Well, ultimately, from what I've seen, the little bit that I've seen from both of them, I appreciate what appears to be their concern about the advancement of poor people. But as far as people getting upset to the point of violence or slander or whatever it is they choose to do, so you know we built for this, and every time we get started, everyone says we gotta apologize. If we get attacked first, everyone says we gotta apologize last. That's how it works. So I'm ready. I showed everybody on my page. I got a big folder called Clear, and I showed them my Wesley Muhammad folder. If the negativity persists, if I'm ensued in very negative fashion, there will be no apology from intimidations or threat. It will be none. In fact, it would only fan the flames. Because one thing about me, I don't like people distracted by disrespect. I'd rather beat you down with so much scholarship, you wish I was this disrespectful. It's like when your parent talks to you and you cry and you wish they would have just beat you instead of have to hear their voice, instead of have to hear their mouth. Because their mental game is stronger than their physical game. Well, my mental game is 100 times stronger than my physical game. But I don't mind if you want to test them up. Because New Covenant is still here and will always be prevalent. There's a whole bunch of people that ain't about to see me be leaned on by nobody who's emotional because I don't believe in their God. And nobody who's emotional because I'm going to stand up for my teacher like they were. Because all I ask the people out there right now, if the tides were turned and leadership in the Nation of Islam died, and someone said they're going to come support the Nation of Islam, and we turn around and we disrespect the advocate of that person that has died in the Nation of Islam. If the Nation of Islam had Elijah Muhammad in Dr. Sabi's place, if the Nation of Islam had Farrakhan in Dr. Sabi's place in this particular scenario, we know they would be crying. We know they would be raising hell. They would not take any exceptions and no excuses, no matter who died. Y'all know that. Because look at them right now. We see them all the time. They call everybody ghetto scholars. They talk about everybody. But the second you start opening up the X-Files, be it the Malcolm X-Files or one of the other X-Files, might have to become a Ben X-File. The second you start opening up X-Files, everyone starts saying, hold on, stop. That's this called, hold on. It's not unity. All of a sudden, we got played by the law. Now we got rules.
What do you think about this post that Ben X put up, my brother?
Now, Brother Polight has been added to the list of people who's attacking Louis Farrakhan. It's not an attack if I got a question or I don't like something he said. That's that emotional crap I'm talking about.
Some people may think you have been, just, being at Pharaoh and SaNeter coming out. Now you want to probably join the ranks and, push to come out against them.
My motive is the defense of the man who cured me of diabetes, Dr. Sabi. Secondly, before Pharaoh had any video filled with contentions for any religion, I've already debated a Muslim, a Black Muslim, who's a proud supporter and advocate of the most honorable brother, Minister Louis Farrakhan. The historical origins of Islam is the name of the debate. And in fact, some of the sound bites that I used for that have been used in his charge against him for whatever agenda he had. So that doesn't bother me. Those are all smoke and mirrors and deflections to take us away from the fact that people feel offended by Wesley Muhammad's statement as proud supporters of Dr. Sebi. You can make up all sorts of conspiracy theories as to what we're really mad about, or you can accept the fact that we're actually mad about it. I asked everybody in the chat yesterday, press the number 9 if you feel like Wesley Muhammad disrespected Dr. Sebi. So I'm not the only one here thinking this. And the chat room was filled with number 9s. Filled with number 9. Because it's a legitimate concern. But what happened is they got lost in the mire of their worship and their following of their black man that they disregarded the healing that needed to take place in the interim of Nipsey's murder. So no, I'm not saying they used Nipsey's murder so they can go on against Dr. Sebi. I'm saying at midst of Nipsey's murder, they allowed themselves to be consumed by their emotions, and they prioritized the defense of Minister Louis Farrakhan to preference over that of
thumb up the video.
The advocacy of Nipsey. That's what I'm saying. I'm not going to dare say they used Nipsey Hussle's murder in order to get this off. I don't know that to be true. But what I can say is during Nipsey Hussle's murder, they picked an inappropriate time to avenge their teacher's legacy at the disposal and the dismay of the advocacy of Dr. Sebi, which in turn creates confusion for the main theme, which is Nipsey's passing. Can't make it any more clear than that. That's my words.
All right, brother. You have sent me a clip, a folder. Would you like to go to any of the clips, brother?
Oh yeah, we could do that. We could do that. I see a lot. I see the 9s in the chat too. If y'all want to press 9 because you feel offended by Wesley Muhammad's statement about Dr. Sebi, you can press that 9 in the chat. You can put the number 9 in the chat. If you feel like he was offensive, if you understand that it was disrespectful. Come on, how you gonna tell people how to feel disrespected? Nah, you ain't get disrespected, brother. What he was talking about was lactose. Go to the beginning of the video. What about midway through the video? No, don't use that. Use the beginning of the video when he talks about lactose. Or what if it's edited that way? You know, someone's manipulating something.
Like the video. Thumb up the video.
So Shabazz was not permitted to stay in that area. So he took his family into the jungle of East Asia, which we now call Africa, to make a people close to nature.
Nice.
And the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, this is the origin of kinky hair. Because we didn't have kinky hair prior to that. The hair on our head was like the hair on our eyebrows. The hair on your eyebrows straight, the hair on your head is not the same as the hair on your eyebrow. But the hair of every other people is the same as their eyebrow. Your eyebrow straight, your hair something different. Wouldn't you like the hair on your head to be as straight as the hair on your eyebrow? That's why you so busy frying it. That's why you're so busy pulling it. Because your nature tells you that the kink I mean, you know, with I'm black and I'm proud, we got to learn to be proud of kinks. Because most of your family of other black people on the earth, jet black. They didn't have no broad nose and thick lips and kinky hair. They were dark-skinned people, jet black. But they had straight hair, a thinner lip, a thinner nose. But we are marked as a different kind of black person. And we were rejected and despised, not only from the circle of the gods, but we were despised and rejected by all the other dark people of the earth. This is why today black people with kinky hair and broad nose and thick lips are rejected in every society. I want you to hear me well tonight. Yes, sir. Why are we rejected? Because the essence of beauty is in obedience and submission to God. And the essence of ugliness is when you rebel against God. And when you rebel against God, in your rebellion, you are marked with a certain mark of your rebellion, which is the disfigurement of your internal self, which manifests in the disfigurement of your external self. And this is why when you look at our people, wherever we are found on the earth, you find us either disfiguring ourselves physically because we are disfigured on the inside because of rebellion.
Oh man, I heard that a long time ago. I forgot about that. Sit there, Polight, but you bringing it back up. You bringing it back up. Oh my God, man. That right there, that says, go ahead and go in on that, brother. Oh, let me first. Hold on, man. I got to do this first of all. God damn.
The views and opinions expressed by Minister Louis Farrakhan in this video are not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions of God the channel's owner.
Oh man, I mean,
yo,
do you want to elaborate? You want to go in on that?
Yes, I do.
Go ahead.
Yes, I do. Because I put up an Instagram version to cut out where Farrakhan, just like a lot of the other teachers, do very long pauses. I cut out the breathing points. I left out the tribal Shabazz part where it commences. And these guys said, no, he edited the video. Now, I'm going to tell you this, and we're going to play my edited version versus this unedited version. And these guys are going to contend that Farrakhan is not talking about black people. He's talking about ancient people. He's talking about the tribe of Shabazz. He's talking about how we were created, how we wind up getting these features. Did this man not say, and we're going to hear it. Listen to what he said. He said our hair is supposed to be straight just like the hair on our eyebrow. That's a problem. Who's he talking about? He's talking about black people today. Stop playing. Everyone heard it. Why are you trying to tell people what they didn't hear? There's nothing there that can be edited out or edited in that's going to stop somebody from understanding what was being said. So then they claim the famous, wait, hold on. He said, yeah, nature tells you, and then he stops because he was about to really make it very clear. And Farrakhan is very good at saying things kind of encrypted in a way. Like he encrypted in code the stuff that he has to say that may come a little controversial. So he tells you how we're supposed to have this straight hair. Then he says the women's nature tells them. He said something about them be making them pull their hair and straighten their hair. And then he goes on to say, you know what, your nature tells you. And then he relents. He pauses. Like, hold on, let me see if I say this a different way. And then he says, you know, I mean, with the I'm black and I'm proud, you learn to love the king. That means you learn to love your nappy hair. You love to learn. He said this black and proud, and that's why that conscious community class that they be talking.
Let me play it again, man. Let me play it again, man.
Hold on. That's why when they talk funny about the black conscious community,
was not permitted to stay in that area. So he took his family into the jungle of East Asia, which we now call Africa, to make a people close to nature. And the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, this is the origin of kinky hair. Because we didn't have kinky hair prior to that. The hair on our head was like the hair on our eyebrows. The hair on your eyebrows straight, the hair on your head is not the same as the hair on your eyebrow. But the hair of every other people is the same as their eyebrow.
So is he saying, Brother Polight, that because now we got kinky hair that we have been cursed or something?
Yeah. Now
because
hold on.
That's
now
what
watch
the
this.
Bible says. Are you saying he bought into
right.
what
Now
the
watch
scripture
this.
been saying?
Let's do this. Because when you say that Farrakhan is saying that we're cursed, you know what they say? Farrakhan never used the word cursed. So let's do this. Let's use this logic. After he says, being pro-black, you learn to love those kicks. After he says that, he then goes on to say the original man had a thinner nose, a thinner hair, and a thinner lips. But we are marked. So when you say, but we are marked, that means we're not in the image and likeness of the original man that has straight hair, a thinner nose, and thinner lips. He said, but we are marked. Who's he talking about? A mythological person? No, we got big noses and big lips and kinky hair. And then he goes on to say this. The essence of ugliness is in your rebellion. And then says again, you are marked. And then he speaks of the internal self made manifest through the external self. So it's clear that this is the mark of our transgression. So when you say cursed, right? Because the number one thing they're doing online right now is saying, it's just like the lactose thing Wesley does. They're good at this. Four-man arguments. No, Wesley was talking about lactose. He wasn't talking about milk. Very weird thing to say, right? So now, what we're saying is this. They'll tell you Farrakhan never said the word curse. But even though he didn't say the word curse, we learn in the Bible, which is where Farrakhan teaches from more than the Quran. When God curses you, he curses you in your genes. Okay? So if you're marked, if God has afflicted you in your genes, you have been cursed. Cursed be to Canaan. Servant upon servant, ye shall be. Come on, man. Stop talking to people like you talking to them lost and now found people that they want on their conscious mind. All of us over here in this conscious community, we know what it means to be cursed in your genes. So even though he didn't say the word curse, you know what he said, SaNeter? He said disfigurement.
Disfigured.
He said with disfigured. And I don't even know which one's worse, cursed or disfigured. So yeah, you're right, Nation of Islam. He didn't say the word curse, but he damn sure was talking about a curse. But be that as it may, he definitely used the word we're marked, and he associated being marked as being disfigured, and this disfigurement embodies the wickedness that exists inside of us internally. And now they're gonna say he ain't saying wickedness. So the ugly side of us that represents our rebellion has marked us internally so much so that it manifests externally. He says it so cleverly, so eloquently, that you could be mesmerized while being told you are ugly as shit. All at the same time. Pardon my language. Now I'm gonna ask the people online if this sounds like self-hate to you. Do you believe, and you don't believe this video was edited to make him look bad? Because they saying Polight is attacking Farrakhan. They said I'm attacking him by playing those words and having commentary about it and telling everyone I don't like the words that he says. You see, you can criticize Dr. Sadie, but when we criticize Farrakhan, now we're agents, we're creating discord, we're promoting disunity, and we're attacking Mr. Louis Farrakhan. But all the while, all we did was play the video. So I'm going to ask the people in your chat room right now, with 1.3 thousand people listening, please press 9 if you feel like what Farrakhan said was an attack against the damn black community. Press 9 if you feel like what Farrakhan says embodies or is the epitome of self-hate. Press 9 if you feel disrespected and insulted by what Farrakhan said. That's 9. Can you see that on your side, Sir?
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, I'm
You
watching
see
it.
all those now?
Yeah, I'm watching it,
I just
Polight.
want to know that they can see it on their screen.
Yeah, they can see it.
9s. Okay? So it's not just Polight here. And all I'm doing is an online poll so you don't make this Polight as attacking Farrakhan. So all these people here are attacking Farrakhan too, y'all. Look at everybody that's putting 9 is also attacking Farrakhan, Brother Ben X. See, just because people disagree with you doesn't mean that they're attacking somebody. It means they disagree with you and grow up. More 9s. So the people have spoken twice. Once for Wesley Muhammad disrespecting Dr. Sebi. Twice for Farrakhan disrespecting Black people. See, I don't know all these people. What you gonna say now? Yeah, we orchestrated this. Oh, Brother SaNeter's website is designed to go along with Polight. No, they be trashing me on his page too. He be having to say, "Hey, y'all, respect Brother Polight, man." So don't do that.
So what are you saying, Polight? Are you looking for an apology from Dr. Wesley Muhammad? Do you think he should come out and apologize as a man to Dr. Sebi and his family?
I feel it. Yes, I feel it, but I'm not going to beat a dead horse either. I've made my claim. I said my statements, and I'll fall back. We still got 9s going on, just so you know. Just so you know, the 9s are still circulating. It's going to be for a while now. Been over 3 minutes. Just so y'all know. What I'm saying is, rather than telling people, how is it they're not promoting discord? How is it they're not promoting unity when they talk about Dr. Sebi, when they criticize Dr. Sebi, and then when they talk about the devil conveniently after they made their statements about Dr. Sebi in the same video? Seconds later. But when we give a criticism, all I did was a social experiment. So what I said was, okay, fine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to criticize Farrakhan now. And you know what they said? We're only doing that because Nipsey got it. You see how that works? So I can't have a fair criticism in this hour because the Nation of Islam is helping Bill Gates to honor Nipsey Hussle. So now when I have a criticism, I'm doing this to culture. When I have a criticism, I'm an agent and I'm promoting discord. And I don't want the Black community to unite. When I have a legitimate criticism. All it was a social experiment because I knew the timing would impact people as well.
All right.
Which is when criticizing.
The next clip or what?
That was great.
On the next clip?
Play the next clip. This is the one that's edited.
Okay.
And tell me if you feel different.
Was not permitted to stay in that area, so he took his family into the jungle of East Asia, which we now call Africa, to make a people close to nature.
Hold up, brother. Now, you know when we was growing up, the white man was always saying, Polight, that
you monkeys,
you are from the jungle. And you would call Africa the jungle. Did I just not hear the minister say the jungles of East Asia, what is now called Africa?
They was trying to
let me see this shit again, man. Hold on, man.
They're trying to make us more natural.
So Shabazz was not permitted to stay in that area, so he took his family into the jungle of East Asia, which we now call Africa, to make a people close to nature.
That's us. The
and
Black
the
man
Honorable
today.
Elijah Muhammad said, this is the origin of kinky hair. Because we didn't have kinky hair prior to that. The hair on our head was like the hair on our eyebrows. The hair on your eyebrows straight, the hair on your head is not the same as the hair on your eyebrow. But the hair of every other people is the same as their eyebrow. Your eyebrow straight, your hair something different? Wouldn't you like the hair on your head to be as straight as the hair on your eyebrow?
Polight.
Who taught you to hate the texture of your hair?
That's why you so busy
You
frying.
might be making a mistake, Polight, because we gotta.
That's why you so busy pulling it. Because your nature tells you that the kink I mean, you know, with I'm black and I'm proud, we got to learn to be proud of kinks. Because most of your family of other black people on the earth, jet black. They didn't have no broad nose and thick lips and kinky hair.
Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose and the shape of your lips?
They were dark-skinned people, jet black, but they had straight hair, a thinner lip, a thinner nose. But we are marked as a different kind of black person. And we were rejected and despised, not only from the circle of the gods, but we were despised and rejected by all the other dark people of the earth. This is why today black people with kinky hair and broad nose and thick lips are rejected in every society.
Who taught you to hate the texture of your hair? Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose and the shape of your lips?
I want you to hear me well tonight. Yes, sir. Why are we rejected? Because the essence of beauty is in obedience and submission to God. And the essence of ugliness is when you rebel against God. And when you rebel against God, in your rebellion, you are marked with a certain mark of your rebellion, which is the disfigurement.
But you cannot read anything that Elijah Muhammad has ever written that's pro-African. I defy you to find one word in his direct writing that's pro-African. You can't find it.
Wow.
But you cannot read anything that Elijah Muhammad has ever written that's pro-African. I defy you to find one word in his direct writing that's pro-African. You can find it.
So what is he talking? Distorting history? And he get away with it because you don't know history. In a speech made right here in New York, Farrakhan bought the story of the curse and said, and I've got it on tape, I got it in video, and I got it on audio.
Damn, Dr. Clark
The people with dark skin and woolly hair, a certain kind of nose, was cursed. And that the texture of your hair and the texture of your eyebrows supposed to be the same. He's saying with his high yellow self that he is pretty and blessed by God.
I'm talking about that good hair. I'm talking about that nappy hair.
So yeah, all that is.
Oh man, Dr. Clark was banging back then before all of us, bro.
Yeah, but they want to make us sound like we doing something weird and ridiculous. But you know, Dr. Clark is the conscious community.
Uh-huh.
The people that they be talking like is damn scum or bottom feeders. Okay? They've been banging on the conscious community with their little dissenting views. Been doing it. Okay? But we're gonna act like they ain't got some stuff going on over there. Now you know someone said, now we banging on Farrakhan. SaNeter, when during this program did we bang on Farrakhan? What, by playing his words? In fact, he's been talking more than us for the last 7-8 minutes or so.
Mm-hmm.
He's been talking more than us. We just been letting him talk. And someone's saying we banging on Farrakhan now. Now, SaNeter, what did you say exactly to bang on Farrakhan?
Nothing.
What did I say exactly to bang on Farrakhan? You see what I'm saying? You can't even listen to the man talk without realizing Farrakhan's banging on Farrakhan. If you think someone's banging on him, it ain't me, it ain't Sai, it gotta be Farrakhan. Now, Dr. John Henry Clark, he was banging. And all I was doing was bringing people. This is another thing that they say. No, but Dr. Sebi was in the Nation of Islam. He was under Elijah Muhammad. He went through that school of thought. Stop fronting. You know what they say? Malcolm X said the same thing. Why y'all not mad at Malcolm X? Malcolm X dropped out of there and started pushing a more prolific pro-black concept in many people's opinion. So don't tell me about someone that joined if they left. Stop trying to be slick. No, Malcolm X said that. Did he continue to say that when he left the Nation of Islam? No. Dr. Sebi joined the Nation of Islam. Did he die a Muslim? No. So come on, people, stop deflecting. Oh, y'all disrespecting Farrakhan now? No, we haven't called that man out of his name. All we said is we disagree with what he said. And because people said that last video was an edit job to make him look bad, and it was disingenuous to put Malcolm X there to prove our point further and show you we're not by ourselves. And this point is what people do.
You know what, Polight? If I ever really had that opportunity to talk to the brother, to the minister, to my elder man, I'm quite sure he might give us a real meaning of what he said. I don't really think
how much.
I don't think Polight that the minister was saying that we ugly with a big nose and big lips and hair. I can't go for that, man. I don't know. Right, so maybe the people want to call me a damn ass kisser or something. I don't know, man. But no, I don't get it.
I'm saying, are you giving anybody else that opportunity? Or when you hear it, you say, dang, this guy is.
It sounds crazy. It sounds crazy, but when I hear it myself, I'm like, damn. But I'm quite sure if you was to question the minister and ask him a question, he would probably tell you what he mean. He would give you a deeper meaning. Unfortunately, okay. I ain't get that opportunity yet, but I would love to ask that question. As a matter of fact, you know what? The next time I do have an interview with one of the ministers with my brother Nori, shout out to brother Nori Muhammad, I'm going to bring that up. I'm going to bring that question to him and ask him.
Why don't you call a Nation of Islam member now and ask him, what did Farrakhan mean by the original man had straight hair, thin lips, and a thin nose, and we're marked? And it's a sign of our disobedience to God.
I'm going to wait until I talk to Brother Nori, and I will ask him that. And the same thing, family, I want to let you know, the Nation of Islam, Brother Ben X, and Brother Rizza, I'm calling you brothers out. Come on over to the platform. You definitely welcome to tell your story as well. You could come on tomorrow. We could set up something for this weekend. I mean, I would love to have you brothers come over here and clear up a lot of information. There's nobody attacking the Nation of Islam. It's just a critique. That's it. And that's what I give Polight respect for at least keeping it real. And, you know, everybody can get critique. So I respect that, Brother Polight. What's the next thing you want me to? No, matter of fact, let's go to a question. I got a question for you.
Okay, cool.
Because I know back in the days, brother.
One of their answers is, yo, you ain't peeped one of them other videos that Farrakhan was saying how much he love how he looks. They ain't no damn answer.
In the chat room, SaNeter, they can't clear that shit up, and they throwing daggers in there. Like, come on, you don't know. Never say never, brother. Never say never. None of us really know what the minister meant by that. I don't know. Now they calling me a devil, Polight. They said SaNeter the devil. They calling me a devil. Oh, man. And the reason I'm like that is because, let me tell you, man, the reason I feel this way is because I would not be SaNeter, Polight if it wasn't for the messenger, if it wasn't for Minister Farrakhan, if it wasn't for Dr. Khalid Muhammad, if it wasn't for that line of divine, that teaching, I wouldn't even be here right now. So maybe I'm biased. You know what I'm saying, Polight? I might be a little biased when it comes to this, and I'm going to admit it. I'm going to admit it. I might be a little biased. Hey,
Khalid is safe.
Huh?
Khalid is safe. The Father Allah is safe. Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, we just gonna give him the pass. Cause we biased. There ain't nobody else getting no more of that. We only give out one pass. Otherwise, the company gonna act as how you expect to make revenue. We only give out one pass. That's it. Everybody else, some guys just say.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I think I might go see Brother Hafiz tomorrow, man. So I might go and go check out my brother Hafiz tomorrow, bro.
That's it. Instead of the Nation of Islam members telling people that people are agents and creating this unity, they need to just answer the damn question. What is all of this? Yes.
Yeah. Okay, brother, let me ask you a question, because I know when I was coming up, man, the Nation of Islam today is definitely different from what it was, let's say 40 years, 50 years, because you couldn't even utter the name. You couldn't even critique the nation at that time. So let me ask you, brother, are you getting any threats yet? Because I know Pharaoh been getting the asshole full. Are you getting any threats yet? And be real. If not, that's a good thing. The brothers is, we dealing with the information. But have you been threatened by any of the brothers yet, bro?
Yes, ASAP. What? Just from them seeing the title. When I posted the damn image, it was, yo, you better be careful. You better watch what you play. Yo, we're not playing no games. I'm like, man, shut up. Shut up. Yeah, I post my address, and I'll post another address where I'm pulling up. I do it a lot when I go live, when I be on my Facebook. I don't mind. Because what you're not going to do as a black man is threaten another black man for his critique, but you ain't going to go out there and put your hands on George Zimmerman. So I'm not a believer. And as long as that young brother been going about disrespecting damn near everybody, the whole lineage of the Nation of Islam, y'all got bigger problems than me, because I actually still respect your place in history. I don't call the messenger those negative names and accuse them of those horrible crimes. And I still have them hung up in my house. Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. When I first heard that stuff from Farrakhan, I had to let it go. I exercised the right to be biased with at least Elijah, but I can't do no more than that, man. I can't. I just can't. And that's just so I can have a reference to my children, and I tell them the story about everybody else. But I ain't about to have everybody working for you and tell us all this weird stuff about black people. I ain't about to have all that on my wall.
Well, brother Polight,
Negro that's online. Hold on, real quick. There's a Negro online saying the Nation of Islam. I keep hearing this. Gave birth to all the Pan-African movements. Stop it. Because you don't know nothing about Marcus Garvey and you know nothing about Noble Drew Ali. You must have no knowledge of Noble Drew Ali and no knowledge of Marcus Garvey to say something so silly. So
brother
stop
Polight, if Dr. Sabi was here today, I don't think Dr. Sabi would ever want you to go at the Nation of Islam the way you're doing now, because he was a member, I guess. I think I heard people saying this of the Nation of Islam. Huh?
Let's not run too much with he was a member of the Nation of Islam.
Oh, I don't know, because I'm listening to some of the people's speeches. He was,
but he was a member. Let's not be acting like he was the mouthpiece of the movement and all that. He was the dang member, and he got out of it when he felt like they wasn't with.
Do you think Dr. Sabi would be proud of you today, brother, going in the way you're doing right now on the Nation?
Absolutely. First of all, what was the reason Ben X said that the Nation of Islam posted that video, or Wesley Muhammad posted that video against Dr. Sabi? What was the reason? Do you remember?
No.
He said, because Sabi, I'm paraphrasing, there's a video that people were putting up with Dr. Sabi going against Most Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Sabi, the whole reason this happened is because someone posted a video of Sabi banging on Farrakhan. The whole reason this happened. So why wouldn't he support me in this manner? If this whole thing starts because someone researches the video of Sabi banging on Farrakhan, why would he not support me when people brought him up out of his grave? The man did it when he was alive. The man definitely can support me right now in his passing, knowing that people brought him up, not to celebrate him, but to say they love him, and after they say they love him, make associations with him and the devils with him and die. Stop it. We ain't gonna do that. That man was getting so much light. And as Wesley Muhammad said, they put the video up because Dr. Sebi's video was gaining traction. As he said, traction was the key word. That is the epitome of outfacing.
What do you say to the people? What do you say to those who may say Polight? Because I was in the chat room of your stream yesterday. That's why I said I gave you a call. I said I got to get you over here for some questioning. What do you say to the people who are accusing you of just doing this for views and money? Because I seen a few people in your chat banging on you because people was donating to your super chat. So what do you say to those who say you are just doing this for views and for money?
I can say this. All you got to do is look at everything that I've been posting. I mostly be on my Instagram and my Facebook. That's where I stay the most. Periodically, I come on YouTube. If I can be stationary, I travel so much. I'm traveling now. If I can be stationary and do my thing out there on YouTube a little bit more, but now I've been using my phone to use YouTube. But anyway, point of the matter is, one, the amount of donations that I was given, I didn't even ask for them. I in fact, if you watch the second to last stream or third to last stream, you'll see me say, where's the money coming from? I didn't even know what was going on. I said, yo, I didn't create that. I didn't put that into my YouTube set. How the heck am I getting all these $100 donations? And so people count your money before you get it. Me, I was asking people, so how do I collect this money? I didn't even know how to get the money. So that's one. People decided that they loved what I was teaching. When I was going in on the science particularly, I was reading the comments here, you're doing a great job. Keep teaching. I like where you get angry because you educate. So that's why I got the donation. Secondly, if you see me traveling without dealing with any of this type of contention, and last year, I done went to 14 countries. I spent more than half the year outside of America last year. I was at 14 countries last year in at least 12 different states. None of which had anything to do because I'm getting paid to disagree with Farrakhan. I've been to Jamaica. I've been to Hong Kong. I've been to Netherlands. I've been to Thailand. I've been to Dubai. I've been to Ghana.
Polight. I don't know if it's the real SETI or not, but I went on his channel and I seen he got all SETI videos up there with them numbers and hits and all that. He posted in the chat, said, Polight, come on over and join us, Polight. That's SETI in the chat, bro. SETI said, Polight, come on over here and join us. Oh my God. I don't know what the hell is going on here, man.
That is so funny shit.
You know what? I'm gonna get through these clips that you sent me so we can open up the phone lines and get the people interacting. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, you a funny dude, Sal.
What do you think?
What's up? What I think about what?
You want to open up the phone lines or you want to get through the rest of these clips you got?
Let's get the phone lines. I mean, let's get those clips after like a couple calls.
The only thing, you ain't gonna be able to talk to them because they ain't gonna be able to hear you. They'll hear you on the response. All right, we're gonna get to a call. I know brother George Macon been trying to call in.
Oh boy. Let's hear it. Funny.
Peace and black power, brother. What's happening? Peace and black power, brother George. You there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I hear you loud and clear. Peace and black power to you, brother. Brotherly love, brother George calling out of the brotherly love area in Philadelphia. What's going on with you, brother? We got brother Polight in the building. What's happening?
Yeah, I'm trying to find this clip now because I want to send it to you. Farrakhan, when he was in Jamaica a couple of years back for Marcus Garvey weekend, Muta Baruka asked him about that clip that he made, that he said about the hair.
Oh,
and about on Muta Baruka's show. And on that show, he said that he basically apologized for it. He said that he spoke in error. He said some things. You know, he basically. I'm quoting him wrong. That's why I want to get the actual clip. I'm looking through it now.
Man, if you could get that clip.
Yeah, because he said, because I watched Muta Baruch. I remember the episode when he was on it. I'm trying to find it here now. But he was saying that, you know, when you're young, you say things when you're younger. When you get older and experience, you know, you put things behind you. Basically, that's what he was saying. I don't think, you know, if I can get this clip, you can show it. It's really nothing to clean up because he said that he spoke in error. This was on Muta Baruch's show in Jamaica during Marcus Garvey's weekend. Because Muta Baruch pressed him on it.
Oh,
and
man.
He spoke to
so
him.
That's good. So you saying that every man makes mistakes. Farrakhan is just everybody makes mistakes.
What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get off the phone. I'm gonna get this clip and I'm gonna send it to you. So that way people don't think I'm just talking shit.
Send that to me, brother. Yeah, I need that. All right, thank you. Polight, what you got to say for that, my brother?
That'd be beautiful, but none of the members of the Nation of Islam have once said that Farrakhan apologized. Instead, they're explaining the science of it. So what do we do with that? The members are explaining the science of it. Hey, one member told me he apologized for it. Not one member. Everyone's making explanations for what he really means about it. So if the man apologized for it, why wouldn't they just say, yo, he already apologized for that, so we can move forward? Even though I still have to find someone who came to those conclusions. Because if I'm reading a black organization filled with people with big noses and big lips and nappy hair, I gotta start wondering what is this man thinking the whole time he's sitting there before us all.
All right, hold on.
Call from.
Peace and Black Power family. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hey, Brother Nibiru out of Chicago.
Brother Nibiru out of Chicago. What's happening? What's on your mind, brother?
You got it, my brother. You got it. Hey, I want to give you a shout out for that Chairman Fred interview, man. That was real powerful, man.
Thank you,
Very
man.
powerful.
Yeah. Beautiful, brother. We love that brother out here. So, yeah, man, we love it. Thank you.
Yes, sir. And I just want to say, man, in reference to what just came up with Brother George said, I was thinking that earlier about with the minister. You know, he used to say a lot of things earlier when he was younger, you know what I'm saying, that was kind of like out of pocket to what we know now. But just like him making mistakes, we've all made mistakes like that and said things with the knowledge we had. Like I came through the tree too, like you saw through the nation and all that stuff. So I'm kind of biased as well. But I understand since my knowledge got better and I learned more, I done got wiser. I mean, even with earlier debates with Brother Polight, I done seen how he done grew and change how he deals with certain situations and certain debates compared to when he was younger. So I think we just need to take that in consideration with the minister.
Yes. All right. Thank you.
Peace and Black Power, brother.
Peace
That's all I want to touch on that.
Thank you, brother. Polight, you want to address any of that?
All I'm saying is I haven't met one member say he apologized. He was in error.
Right.
And I'm going to tell you this.
I never heard no one say that either. Me neither. In fact,
I'm going to tell you this.
Go ahead, brother.
I'm going to tell you this. It's the same driving force of Wesley Muhammad saying that Elijah can make no mistakes because God himself, God Almighty, gave him his information, which therefore tells the brother Wesley that he's not in error if he feels he's just quoting Elijah. That's how this works. So everybody's just going to accept the damn thing because God don't make no mistakes as far as he's concerned. Remember, I played that at the beginning of the video. That Fard Muhammad makes no mistake. So everything he communicates for Elijah was a fact.
So now here's a powerful question for you, my brother. Do you feel, I might ask you two questions. Why do you feel that you have to bring the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan into your discussion if you're having a discussion with Dr. Wesley Muhammad? Why not just deal with Wesley and put the elders to the side because of the eldership, because of the work that the minister had put in the community? Some people might say, why do you feel you got to go in on the minister? What's your response to that, brother?
Okay. If a school teacher sexually aggresses a child, do we only address the school teacher? And if we see that nothing has taken place, do we not then say we got to start addressing other people that's part of that chain of command? If we see that there's some police brutality transpiring, if we see police brutality, do we stop at the police officer? Especially if we feel like there's no justice being served? Or do we start working our way up in rank so we realize this is falling on deaf ears? So when it has been communicated with Dr. Wesley Muhammad that this is offensive, it was merely written off. It was made out to be that people were mischievous, that people were taking things out of context. Basically, we was tripping, we was wilding. So now what you do to apply pressure and to create a bigger conversation, you now implicate other people, but in this manner, galactically. That's one. Another reason why it was imperative that we involve the teachings of their teachers is because this is what this is all about. So now it becomes a social experiment that creates healthy dialogue among members of this Black community. Because in one instance, Dr. Sabi can be merely criticized. That's what they call it. They was only criticizing her, and they got every right to criticize whoever they want. I just wanted to know now if I criticize your teacher, our teacher dead, his teacher alive. I just wanted to see if we criticize their living teacher in light of the fact they criticized our teacher that passed away. I wonder if it would be fair game, but apparently it's not. They have a double standard here. Because when we criticize their teacher, it's considered an attack. But when they criticize Satan, it's considered what? I told you, they believe God gave them that information in the first place. So they don't have no sympathy for everybody else that's not a Muslim. They don't have no sympathy for anybody else that doesn't see God as Allah. So as far as they're concerned, Sabi might as well be the damn Antichrist. Because he's teaching against the teachers of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. And they even pretended that he left because he knows that.
All right, hold on, Polight. Peace and Black Power family. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, how you doing, brother SaNeter, man? How you doing, brother Polight, man? Man, this Buckhorse calling from Northeast DC, man.
Buckhorse, turn it down in the back, brother. Turn it down.
Yeah, I got you right now. Yeah, Buckhorse calling from Northeast DC, man. How y'all brothers doing?
Good, peace, brother. How you?
Yeah, man, I'm just, man, I just want to let y'all know, man, that I appreciate y'all brothers, man, from all aspects of Black life or whatever, and the things that y'all do. These are the things that we really need to do to get together, ways though, man, we can absolutely sit down and converse with each other and also understand each other as men. I believe in my heart that if we get it together as Black men right now, we can control the rest of our population the proper way. But first, we got to get to these kids. Man, that may be another story in general, though. But I believe, though, the things that y'all brothers are preaching, especially you, Polight, man, I got to give you love, Holmes. I'm from Northeast D.C. And, I mean, you know how that New York and D.C. thing go when we was younger, though. But, you know, as we become grown men, man, we start to understand the wise words and the wisdom as much as you be preaching too, SaNeter. And I got to give y'all love, man. I mean, man, this Northeast DC Buckhorse, man. That's an amen to y'all, brothers, all the way through, man.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate that.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right. Hey, with a show of number nines, family, with a show of number nines, like Polight will put out a survey. I'm asking y'all, man, do y'all remember when your brother SaNeter used to bang and we used to go hardcore and we used to tear the streets down, going at it? I mean, from the nation to the 5%ers, to the Muslims, to the Christians, to the Masons, you name it, we banged and we went hard. Remember when I used to do that? I'm talking about me by myself with the bullhorn. You know how many of y'all came to me and said, "Sa, chill, you don't need to do that." And a lot of y'all beat me down for that. And now that I have become more humble, Polight, you see it. You see I toned it down a lot. I stopped it. I said, you know what? Let me humble myself and try to make connections with my brothers to see what I could do. Now look at what they saying to me. Oh, that nigga Saul got soft. That nigga weak. That nigga, he ain't about it no more. How many, with a show of hands of number 9s, how many of y'all remember that? Maybe it's because I get like that in my older age, but yeah, man, I toned it down a hell of a lot. And I'm more calmer and I try to, you know, blend in with my people. Maybe I'm wrong for that. I just keep banging. You know what I'm saying? But nah, I don't want to bang. But y'all remember that. You see them 9s, Polight? You see them 9s?
Yeah, I press 9 too.
Yeah, I used to go hard. I was like one of the first. In fact, I was the first one doing that shit. I talk about banging on everybody with my bullhorn. You can't walk down the street with a white girl and a brother, because I will let you have it too. You see? And y'all used to always criticize me and bang on me and say, oh, that nigga SaNeter, he ain't about unity. He the devil. He weak and this. And now that I have become more humble and, you know, try to talk with my brothers and blend in, and y'all still got stuff to say. So it's damn if you do, damn if you don't, Polight. Damn,
that's a fact.
Yeah.
I see him. I agree. That's how I met you. I met you when you was like that.
Right.
I think I met you a little after your prime.
Right. So Brother Polight, where do we go from here, brother? Are you just sitting back waiting? Will you? Oh, here's a good question. Have you ever thought about writing a letter to the Nation of Islam? Whatever mosque that Dr. Wesley is affiliated with, have you reached out to him like that? Wrote a letter? Because I think in order for them to even go back and forth and respond to you, I think you might have to write a letter to the Nation of Islam, request a discussion with the brother, and see what goes on from there. Have you ever tried that?
Nah, because when you talk to that man about speaking to black people, it sounds like he speaks to us condescendingly. That's one. So that's disgusting. Like, I ain't debating no more black people, because I'm like, damn, you saying you ain't debating black people? I mean, specify what type of black people. God damn. And no, I'm not writing no letter. It's not going down like that. We're not doing that. Nothing wrong with writing letters. But I'd rather write a letter under different pretense. In this particular scenario, it wouldn't be hard for us to connect with each other. However, we've communicated in this manner mutually. And I'm not in a space where I hate him. I'm not in that space with Brother Wesley. I still see him as a brother. You feel me? I don't like his decision making in this matter. And I vocalized it, I verbalized it, and that's it. Like,
are you willing to talk and have a discussion with the brother Rizza?
Of course I would, so long as it's respectful.
Yeah.
I would with any of the brothers.
Because, you know, he tried to have a respectful conversation with Pharaoh, and it wasn't happening. So I don't think he'll act like Pharaoh to you, unless he's getting beat up, you know.
I don't expect nobody to really act like that, brother. You know what I'm saying? So, but you know, like I said, I don't know these guys personally, but from what I gather, I believe they have good intent. I just think sometimes we get a little compromised in the spirit and the faith and conviction that we have for the doctrines and the religions that we adhere to. I believe that compromises the integrity of black brotherhood, the sisterhood, and family at all in general. I believe that those clauses that's inside of these doctrines are the things that set the bar at some point or the other. Because at the end of the day, I'm not going to be able to get to somebody but so much if they think that somebody's teachings is infallible at a certain point. There's going to be some things
this is a sidebar. This is a sidebar. And I want to ask you, this ain't got nothing to do with the nation. Can I get a sidebar right quick?
I'm with it.
I want to know if the people in the chat room know this, or if y'all don't know it, press 1 if you know this. A member of the Hebrew Israelite community killed his family, killed his child. I think his child was like maybe 3 years old. They killed the child. He killed his wife. He shot her or something like that. Did y'all hear about this? Did y'all hear about this? And if so, why in the hell the Hebrews are keeping it on the hush? Why they not talking about this? That's the shit that bothers me, man. Because if anything else happens, all the Hebrews will come out and they'll talk about it. But when something happens with one of the Hebrew Israelites, they all keep it on the hush. I'm going to really go in on this, and we got to talk about this tomorrow. I'm going to go and get some clips and some slides. Yeah, it was a Hebrew brother who turned around and killed his wife and then also killed his son or his daughter, a few people. And he's in jail right now talking about it, talking about what he has done. So I called a few people. I ain't going to say no name right now, but I called a few Hebrew Israelites, and I asked them yesterday. I said, excuse me, brother, did you know that it was a Hebrew who killed his family? And he said, yeah, he knew. But the same thing that they always say, yeah, he got kicked out of the school. Of course you're gonna get kicked out because your ass in jail now. So we got to deal with that. And I'm gonna show y'all this shit is crazy. He did it in the name of Yah, of his Bible. He was quoting scriptures and all of that. And the reason was because he heard that his wife was cheating on him. And so because his wife was cheating on him of what he heard, he retaliated by trying to kill her, by killing her. And the child was trying to help the mother, and he ended up killing the child, man. Damn. And when I say child, I'm talking about not even 10 years old, in single digits. The child was in single digits. So we're going to get more information on that. Be on the lookout for that. Y'all can see it for yourself. Google it. Try to type it up. See what comes up, man. All right, Brother Polight. You don't want to talk on that because it'll take us somewhere else, right?
Yeah.
I just had to throw that out there, man, and let the people know.
You got to prepare us. Black news.
I'm preparing this shit. I'm going to bring somebody on that really knows this story, and we're going to go in, man. So where do we go from here, Brother Polight?
It's all love. Like I'm not in a space where it's like I'm mad, okay, at the things that I discussed. But this is not something that has to go on every single day. Even to the point where like you ask, yo, did you get death threats and all that? Yeah, ASAP at every level. Like just like right now, you see how you and I both know we are not banging on Farrakhan? Because you and I both know what banging is when we do this.
Right. Oh, nah, this ain't banging, brother. Hell no.
This is light. This is not even light banging. This is just communications with the people and sharing our grievances and commentary about things we're listening to. You know, this is not even the PowerPoint showing you how disgraceful this is, and we're not doing none of that. And so you see how people right now are reacting like we're attacking somebody. And you've remained neutral. You put up your disclaimers.
Hold on real quick. Lack of Black. Shout out to Lack of Black. She knew about this situation, see? She said he killed wife, son, because he thought his son was going to be gay. You see, there's a lot of crazy stuff with this Hebrew stuff, bro. So, yeah, I'm sorry, Polight. Go ahead, man. I just had to throw that out there. Go ahead, bro.
I ain't mad at it. I'm not mad at it. So where we go from here? We can always, the opportunity to build is always going to be there. But what people can learn from this is that Black men can disagree and don't necessarily have to come to physical odds with each other. Like that's how some people think the degenerates of our community think like that. And they're all too many, unfortunately. However, the thinking Black man doesn't think like that. You know, I can disagree and I can exercise extreme caution when I'm speaking as not to inflammate an already bad situation. And it shouldn't go no further than that. And so I'm open to dialogues. I'm open to exploration into people's culture and doctrine. Brother Ben X and I have been back and forth on this phone. And I even posted his promotion to play the full clip. As he says, I played this clip here unedited, but I even posted on my page his promotion to play the full clip. Because I believe I'm coming to the same terms. I thought I watched the full clip before, but I'm willing to watch what he has to offer open-mindedly. And I told him if I arrive at a different conclusion, I will stand corrected, and I'll do that before the public. And if I don't, I don't have to ensue them any further because I've vented my frustrations scholastically, emotionally, spiritually, socially. So I'm okay. I'm good. And this is the way it has to be sometimes. Sometimes you have to be given the right to a forum to express yourself, be heard, have a conversation, weigh in, listen to the other side, see what they have to offer, tell the other side that's not where I'm coming from. This is where I'm coming from. You made a mistake on this. They made a mistake on that. And whether someone apologizes or not, so long as we got to say what we had to say. So long as Wesley got off when he wanted to get off, so long as I got off what I wanted to get off, and we're not so distracted that we hate each other and wish each other death or pain or physical affliction, then I think we'll be all right as men and as a community. And I think our people can learn how to disagree. That's it. But people are going to disagree.
And the NOI have every right to do the same thing, Brother Polight, in the words of Brother X.
Say it again.
And the NOI has every right to do the same thing, Polight.
Yeah.
In the words of Brother X. That's Brother X saying that. So let's go to the phone line real quick.
Absolutely true.
Peace and Black Power family. What's your name and where you calling from?
This is Brother Kim Key Life Productions.
Shout out to Brother Key Light Productions, my man in the building. What up, brother?
Hey, what's up, brother? Peace and Black Power.
Peace and Black Power to
Brother
you.
Polight. Brother Polight, it is an honor. First off, I want to say that you just don't know how many mayors, Nuwapian mayors, pretty much wanted to kick me out for defending you back then a while ago. Because it was crazy.
You was a Nuwapian too, right, brother?
Yeah. And but I mean, I went through some stuff, man. But anyway, aside from that, man, the thing that you mentioned with I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, what you mentioned with the Hebrew, the whole thing that's going on right now with the disrespect of Dr. Sabian, and I really didn't catch everything there. It seems to me that it's this religious mindset that we have to get rid of. Like Unc always say, we gotta get rid of religion because everybody thinks that they got this dude in the sky that's talking through their particular what you call teacher, and that makes him correct the way he says about everybody else. So now, we serving the true God and you're serving the false God. So, it seems like that gives them the go ahead to say whatever they want about anybody else, and their God is right. They're right about it. That's what it just seems like to me. Yeah. We got to get rid of this religious mindset that is, it's destroying our people, man, among other things. I ain't saying the only thing, but that's one of the most powerful tools they got turning us against each other. And Nation of Islam, Nuwapian Nation, they call themselves Sabians now. It ain't no different, man. And I just wanted to throw that out there real quick. And I don't want to say it on the air because I don't want to disrupt your show, but I'm gonna send you a text. I need Polight still there?
Yeah, he's still here. He's still here. He just went for a quick run to the bathroom. That's all.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna send you a text, man, because I wanted to get together with the brother a while back, and when I was trying to start a radio show, we talked on Instagram, and he said he had my back. So I'm still holding him to that.
All right, brother. No doubt.
Yeah, but I'm gonna send you something for him. All right, thanks a lot, man. Peace and Black Power.
Peace and Black Power, family.
Yeah, you can take that other call.
What other call?
Oh, no, you had another call.
No, I don't. I'm waiting. But it's all right. Go ahead, take care of your thing. Do what you got to do. And I just want to say, be on the lookout, Polight. Be on the lookout.
Call from
for when they start attacking Dr. York. That's coming. That's coming. Peace and Black Power family. What's your name and where you calling from?
Yo, it's Blur Khan from Detroit.
What's happening, Detroit?
Hey, how you doing, man?
I'm good.
Yo, going back to the honorable minister. Yeah, I know what George's talking about. I seen the clip, but he was the funny thing about it was it wasn't that comment he made about the nappy hair, kinky hair. It was a comment he made about previously in during the time of I'm Black and I'm Proud days back in the 70s with the afro and all that shit, right? He was mentioning that was he was talking about how we as black dress up with that with those afros, and we ain't dressing up in business suits or nothing like that. We trying to dress up like, you know, Africans who wear bones. He said he knew this Nigerian guy. Later he talked to the Jamaican guy who was hosting it. I don't know his name. He was saying the reason why he said because he this Nigerian guy was messing with a Black American woman and didn't want to marry her. So he was part of the nation at that time, and what happened was he used her for her green card, right?
Brother, what's the point, brother? Let's go. Come on, man.
Yeah, the point I'm trying to make, I apologize for being long-winded and stuff like that. And my point is that was what you just heard, what Polight played was in the 90s, like that's like 93, 94, when he made that statement, right?
Uh-huh.
What he was apologizing for was what he made in the 70s about the statement about having those Africans having bones, like bones in their nose and wearing kinky hair and shit. That's what he was apologizing for. He was not apologizing for his most recent, even though it's in the 90s, but he was still in his 40s though. He was older than Polight at that time. So he was at least 45, 46, or even 50 at that time. So you have no excuse. You was a grown-ass man, so you cannot apologize for something you made when you was
all right.
When
thank you, brother.
That's
Point made. Point made. Thank you, brother.
Okay,
appreciate that. Peace and Black Power family. What's your name? Where you calling from?
That was worth it. Peace and blessings, brother. This is Brother Clayton X. I'm from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma.
Clayton X. Tell me, you in the Nation of Islam, Clayton?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. What's going on, man? What's on your mind, brother? Talk to me.
Well, brother, I wanted to call in addressing the situation concerning the Honorable Minister Wilkes Farrakhan and the situation about kinky hair.
Go ahead, brother. Talk about it.
And Malcolm X and all this. Well, the Nation of Islam has never been anti-African. Now, what the Honorable Minister Wilkes Farrakhan, I know it's the brother he called in, as a brother who called in and said the minister apologized. He didn't apologize, but he apologized for the way he said it. He could have said it in a different way. And the brother understood, the Jamaican brother who called in on the minister.
Uh-huh.
And the Nation of Islam, we've been teaching, if you ever know the name Shabazz, we've been teaching that Shabazz was a scientist, a god, who went into the jungles of Africa, and his people, he took his people out there, and they getting it, and we ruled the jungle life, and we became more rugged than other original people around the planet, more tougher. So that shows in our hair, and you know, we're more stronger than anybody on the planet.
So when you say it shows in our hair, what do you mean by that, my brother? What do you mean it shows in our hair?
The hair turned kinky according to the Elijah Muhammad.
Brother, you better
During
really,
50,000 years.
Brother, listen to what you're saying now. You better be careful, bro. You are being recorded. You are on the air.
No, listen to me, brother.
I'm just trying to tell you, be careful.
To you, brother,
Go ahead, explain it to me, brother.
Elijah Muhammad is telling you.
Go ahead.
Is that our hair turned kinky during our jungle times in Africa.
Jungle?
So,
hold on, brother. Time out, brother. Brother. I'm trying to save you from your demise, brother. Because once you put this out there, you can't pull it back. Now you are saying
no.
Hold on, let me finish. You're saying that we was living in a jungle in Africa, brother. Africa was a jungle, brother. That's what I'm saying.
Sir,
you got to be careful what you're saying, brother.
No. Listen to me, brother.
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you go again, brother.
I'm telling you the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead, brother.
Distorting about it.
Go ahead.
So, our time. This is what the Honorable was Farrakhan said in that clip. Our time out there is what turned us more stronger than anybody on the planet.
Okay.
It shows in our hair and everything else. If you look at the original people across the planet, a lot of them don't have the same hair texture as us. People who come from Africa. So the Honorable was Farrakhan has never taught any anti-African nothing. He never taught us to hate our kinky hair. Matter of fact, in that clip, he told us we should love it. Now, the minister has never backed down from saying that. Matter of fact, he teaches that to this day. So, if the Nation of Islam is teaching something that's false, then all you got to do is, Brother Polight should be on there. All y'all got to do is show where the kinky hair existed prior to when the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said. So show that with actual facts, and then we can get through it. You know what I'm saying?
Brother, you know our kinky hair is that which distinguishes us from everybody else on the planet, which proves that we are the original man and woman on the planet. You know? So when you look at that kinky hair, brother, that right there was to protect us from the sunlight, from going all the way through to our scalp and burning us and shit. So our hair was like a protection for us. So now you're saying that we all had straight hair at one point, and because now our hair is kinky, are you buying into that we have been cursed, brother? Are you saying that?
No, sir. We have never.
What are you saying then, brother? Because you said at one time. Hold on. Hold on, brother. I'm not talking when you talk. You said that our hair at one time was straight. So now that we have kinky hair, why do we got kinky hair, brother? Why?
We got kinky hair according to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad from our time living in the jungles of Africa.
There you go again, in the jungles of West Africa. In the jungles of West Africa. All right, brother. Hey, I'm not making fun of this, man. I'm trying to save you because I know there's a lot of members in the Nation of Islam that's disagreeing with you, that probably disagree with you, and probably telling you, brother, you're digging a bigger hole for us right now, brother.
We talking about the Honorable Farrakhan.
Right. And you might be digging a big hole right now, brother. Because listen to what you said. That statement that the Minister Louis Farrakhan said was like about what? How many years ago? 30, 20, something years, 30 years? It's the same thing with the messenger. The messenger was a man. He was a human. He pulled down his pants to take a dump like we did. He had to eat to live. He did the same thing. So I'm quite sure he could have made a mistake too. Check.
Okay, we're not dealing with coulda though, but can y'all prove that they made a mistake? Let's do that.
Brother,
do a video and prove that that we had kinky hair prior to 50,000 years ago.
I tell you what, who's your best? Can you get your best? Can you get your minister? Because we would I would get somebody to come in your mosque. We're coming to your mosque and have this discussion, brother.
No, sir. Y'all doing your videos, right? Yeah. So just prove that the minister is wrong. That's all we just asking for.
Oh man, that's crazy. Okay, brother, you got any last words? Okay. Polight is right here listening to you. You got any last words, my brother?
No, sir. No, sir.
All right. Thank you for calling in, my brother. I appreciate it.
All right.
Oh man, what do you think, Polight? Do you think this brother have dug a bigger hole for himself and for the nation?
He can't dig a bigger hole than the one the nation already created, brother. This is what you learned about religion.
Damn.
They got that surface information that they give you when you start joining and filling out applications and get registered. Then you go through your religious instruction, you start committing some things in memory, and after you down for some years, you start accepting some things you would never normally accept under normal circumstances. And this is just how it works with everybody.
Yeah, I'm not buying that stuff about we all had straight hair. I'm not buying that, man. That's crazy.
Hey, we were reprimanded. Because of our rebellion, because of our disobedience, we were excommunicated. We were sent into the jungles
of West Africa.
And that's how
the jungles of West Africa. He said West Africa.
And that's how it's crazy how they start you.
And that's how white people talk, man. The jungles of Africa, bro. That's how white people talk and describe Africa.
And also, there's a number of things that sound like it's coming from a Caucasian.
All right, hold on. Peace and Black Power family. What's your name and where you calling from? Turn it down in the back, brother. Turn it down. Yes, sir. What's happening? What's your name and where you calling from?
Tommy Bill calling from Detroit.
Yeah, what's your name, brother?
Tommy Bill.
What's happening, Tommy Bill?
What's going on, SaNeter?
All right, everything good.
I seen how your attitude was. My old boy said he was from Detroit, man. We love you from here.
Oh, nah, man. Nah, hell no. We love Detroit. We got love for Detroit, brother. Hell yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hell yeah. What's happening, my brother?
Hey, but this is what I want to say about the whole situation. I think Farrakhan is basically a white man. He's basically saying straight hair is the key, when everybody knows it's not. So by him saying that, it's like he's being the same person as a white man. What you think?
Polight, what do you think, brother? It's not what I think. I must say, nah, Farrakhan ain't saying he a white man. I'm not gonna say that. But
I mean,
that's the thinking. To me, that is the thinking of a white man. I would say that's what white men would say.
Yeah, exactly.
I would say that.
That's
yeah.
the point I'm making.
Yeah.
That's the thinking of a white man, right?
Yeah, that's what I would say. To me, that's the thinking of a white man.
That's all I want. That's all I wanted, bro. Peace from Detroit.
Peace, brother.
Much love.
All right, peace. Cynthia. Cent. Iced tea, please.
I spit out my cider.
Oh, man.
That joke was crazy.
Robin White. What's going on, Miss Robin White? I see you up in there with your red on, girl. I see you looking like the Little Red Riding Hood. All right, Polight, man. What you want to say? We still got more clips in here.
Yeah, play those clips. Let's get that conversation going.
All right, let's get more clips. Here we go. Break this down because I think we touched on this before, but we're going to play it.
You can listen to Dr. Sebi all you want. I love Dr. Sebi. May he rest in peace. But he didn't make a mistake in this. He made an error. Because I heard him say he was a follower of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. He was a Muslim. So he knew better, but he got so many of us running from the very thing we should be knocking folks out trying to get to. But I have to put this qualifier because the devil knows that milk is the food of the God. So the devil has weaponized milk.
That's common sense, I think.
All right, that's good.
Animals produces milk for animal babies.
The devil is on his job.
All right. Let's go to this clip.
What is in milk that is so good? It's not just calories, but there's antibodies, there are cytokines, there are all kinds of molecules that are in the milk that have healing properties. And now clinical trials have been done that has shown that you can actually cure AIDS with raw milk. When I read that, it blew my mind. And then I looked further. Why would milk be able to cure AIDS? Well, we came back from Kenya in 1991 with something called alpha interferon that cures AIDS. So when you look in the milk, guess what's in the milk? Alpha interferon. Not only alpha interferon, but beta interferon and gamma interferon. All the interferons are in there.
Too blurry.
Now they said that if you really want to increase the potency of the milk, to increase its healing power, you let it sit at room temperature for 4 days after it's taken from the cow. You say, oh, that's spoiled. No, not spoiled. It's sour. Real milk, raw milk cannot spoil. It becomes fermented. They call it buttermilk. They call it yogurt. It's not spoiled. You're confusing it with pasteurized milk. You let pasteurized milk sit for 4 days. Yeah, it's spoiled, and if you drink it, it'll make you sick. But you drink that fermented milk, that soured milk, and the level of interferon and other health-promoting properties goes way up. I'm just trying to tell you something.
Yeah, sour milk. Hey, Polight, what if he right? Have anybody tried it? What if he right, Polight?
What if he's right?
Yeah. Because nobody tried it. The minute they open up that sour milk and smell it, that shit, maybe like, oh no, I can't drink that. What if he right, Polight? If you drink sour milk.
Okay, let's do it. Pull up that image. Pull up that image when someone asked him how much of the raw milk to take. Pull up that image.
Say that again.
Pull up the screenshot that's from his channel.
Right here?
That from the Nation of Islam. Yeah. Can you is blurry on my channel? Hold on, let me see if I can see it.
Let me see. It's blurry over here too.
Why is it? It looks clear on my phone, but it looks blurry on my screen. Is it clear for you guys? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you just went out too. Go ahead.
Oh. So it says here, how much raw milk will one have to consume to be cured? And this brother right here, Abdul Muhammad, he says this. He's now it's more than raw milk. The whole video is about this raw milk curing AIDS. Now someone asks him how much raw milk will one have to consume to be cured. Listen how he responds on his YouTube channel. Raw milk with fruits and navy bean soup. Mind you, he doesn't tell you how much raw milk. He says raw milk with fruits and navy bean soup. No meats. Water and coffee. Now we need coffee with the raw soured milk. Okay, he says water and coffee. A little raw sugar is allowed in the coffee. Only during fast. Only 3-day fast. Every 2 weeks we'll do it. All organic. No sugar, no dessert. No stevia, that BS. 1 meal a day only. Drink enough at dinner to make you happy only at dinner. No more breakfast or lunch. So I repeat, he does this thing about raw milk curing AIDS and leaving it out room temperature at least 4 days. Because when you do that, the milk doesn't spoil. Raw milk never spoils the content. It just gets soured. And by soured, he means like buttermilk. By buttermilk, he means it's fermented. By fermented, he means it's yogurt. And now we're gonna take this. Now we got the recipe for yogurt and AIDS. Now, when all a person wants to know is how much of this soured milk that we leave in at room temperature do we need to consume in order to cure AIDS? He now tells us we need fruit and coffee and raw sugar. I will tell you this, Sal, when I did this yesterday, and I was telling people about this comment before I showed it, he went to his page and he erased it because he was in our comment section. Dang it. He was in the comment section just breaking it down. And then what happened was this. It mysteriously disappeared because I was going to show everybody in the chat and online. I want to show everybody his comment section. He left my comment section, went to his YouTube page, and dishonestly erased it. Inky called me and started laughing because I sent Inky a screenshot of it 2 days prior. And I said, look at this, I'm going to cook this guy with this. All we need is some coffee and some raw milk that's been out at room temperature, and bean soup, sour milk, bean soup, and coffee. When all the person wanted to know was how much of the raw milk I need to cure AIDS, he added on some more stuff. And when I brought it up, he erased it, and he called laughing like, nah, he wanted to tell the people, nah, Polight seen it because I showed it to him. And I said, brother, I'm going to email it to you, share it with your screen, because it wasn't coming up on my email. Then eventually I pulled it up. And now we officially know, if we didn't know no other reason why, we know because he erased it from his channel. And if you go to his channel, you won't see the comment there. But I screenshot it, and it definitely comes from his channel, as you will be able to see. Because when you move that video image there, you see the full screenshot, and the full screenshot shows you the actual video that conversation existed. And he erased it that fast last night, thinking that I never took the picture. So no, I don't think he has the cure. I know he doesn't have the cure for AIDS because he would have left the cure up there on his page with the remedy for AIDS being yogurt, aka fermented milk, aka buttermilk, aka not spoiled milk because we left it outside for at least 4 days, aka soured milk with fruit, bean soup, and coffee with raw sugar. And still he hasn't given us an exact amount of milk.
All right,
That's
brother,
crazy.
real quick, let me take the time out to let everybody know why you're still here. Next Sunday, not this Sunday, but next Sunday, it's your last chance to get these tickets. I gave Roy Bay your number. Roy Bay been trying to holler at you today to get these tickets. Roy Bay got a lot of people that's coming through that would like to see Shahrazad Ali and Baba Ashwa Kwesi. So this Sunday, next Sunday, family, April the 28th is going down. It's going down April the 28th. Shahrazad Ali and Baba Ashwa Kwesi. The doors open up at 2 p.m. sharp. Get your tickets from King Simon Productions, Eventbrite. Go to eventbrite.com. King Simon Productions eventbrite.com. You can get your tickets right there. Or somewhere on the screen, I know it's a number, 347-496-1022. Once again, that is 347-496-1022. You can get your tickets there, y'all. It's going down. Make sure y'all get your tickets this weekend right here, all right? Peace and black power. Yes, brother Polight. Go ahead.
Yo,
I had to put that in there. I had to get that in.
There's nothing wrong with that. Oh, can you play that guy one more time?
Okay. Let me get him.
One of the teachers of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad from the Nation of Islam. Can we play this?
This one here?
Oh yeah.
What is in milk that is so good? It's not just calories, but there's antibodies, there are cytokines, there are all kinds of molecules that are in the milk that have healing properties. And now clinical trials have been done that has shown that you can actually cure AIDS with raw milk. When I read that, it blew my mind. And then I looked further. Why would milk be able to cure AIDS? Well, we came back from Kenya in 1991 with something called alpha interferon that cures AIDS. So when you look in the milk, guess what's in the milk? Alpha interferon. Not only alpha interferon, but beta interferon and gamma interferon. All the interferons are in there. Now they said that if you really want to increase the potency of the milk, to increase its healing power, you let it sit at room temperature for 4 days.
Hold on, my brother. I'm gonna bring you on as soon as this clip stop.
You say, oh, that's spoiled. No, not spoiled. It's soured. Real milk, raw milk cannot spoil. It becomes fermented. They call it buttermilk. They call it yogurt. It's not spoiled. You're confusing it with pasteurized milk. You let pasteurized milk sit for 4 days. Yeah, it's spoiled, and if you drink it, it'll make you sick. But you drink that fermented milk, that soured milk, and the level of interferon and other health-promoting properties goes way up. I'm just trying to tell you something.
All right. Peace and Black Power, family. What's your name and where you're calling from? Let them know your name, brother.
Brother.
Say it again.
King Simon. What's up? Peace.
Peace, King Simon. What's going on, brother? Talk about it.
What's up? Polight, what's happening, man? Yo, stop.
Yes.
Let me ask you a question, bro.
Hey, I got the flyer up too. So in case you want to say something on that flyer, let them know.
Oh yeah. You know me. You know, of course, get them tickets. They're selling fast. Thank you very much for you, Brother Rich, and everybody. And of course, even Brother Polight sharing the flyer for me.
Star, because I was in on Star Chat one time when I showed where he showed the flyer.
Star's coming also. Star is definitely coming. He's coming through. And he's going to be interviewing Sister Shahrazad, I think, in another few days. Definitely going to be doing that. So, but I wanted to speak on that, the thing with the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Being that I was an active member there in my life, doing Khalid and Minister Farrakhan. When we read the message to the black man, or the How to Eat to Live, the message kept on emphasizing that no meat is good for human consumption. None at all. And that eventually we would have to get off of the meat diet and all eating of these different things and drinking of the milk. I'm asking myself, when are the brothers and the sisters of Nation of Islam is going to grow up and start understanding that we eventually have to get off the meat and anything dealing with meat byproducts? When are we going to start realizing that? Because it's been 44 years since the messenger departed. 44 years. It doesn't take a scientist to know that we can do this. We don't have to go get a farm or buy a farm to raise more cows. We don't have to do that. We need to buy a farm and raise organic fruits and vegetables and eat the foods of the God like the messenger, because he always said in that book.
What do you think?
Ate fruits and
What do you think about the milk statement that Dr. Wesley came out with? The milk.
But that's what I'm saying. We're not supposed to consume that no more after a while.
Oh,
After
okay.
a while, we're not supposed to consume that. It's in his book. We're not supposed to do. For that time, when that book was written, first book was written in 1967, the year I was born. The second book was written in 1972. So he was still emphasizing the same thing each time, each year. When are we going to decide to grow? And remember, the Dr. Honorable Dr. Sabi, the most honorable Dr. Sabi, and I'm saying it just like that. He came out of the Nation of Islam. And and everyone is supposed to take the wisdom that they got from the most honorable Elijah Muhammad and grow. So the honorable Dr. Sabi grew and did what he had to do. He didn't make no error. He grew into what he had to grow into. That's why he became a profound teacher and healer after he left. But he always gave honor to the most honorable Elijah Muhammad for teaching him about leaving the meat alone and leaving all of its byproducts. Eventually would have to happen. So, hey, look, we got to get back on the plate, man. We got to, Wesley, Aleem, the Polight keep on saying Abdul Muhammad, Muhammad, his name is Dr. Aleem Muhammad. I know him. I've been there with him. I know who that brother is. And all of them need to really start remembering that the lesson says that the lesson was near correct. At one point of the lessons, it was said it was near correct. So there's another level of these lessons that we're supposed to go to. Eating habits, The doctrine of the here, all that kind of stuff is another level that we're supposed to go to in the future. So I hope that everyone is willing to graduate and grow and keep on learning and studying, because that's what the knowledge was about. Getting the knowledge and growing, not just staying one place. We're supposed to grow, not stay stagnant. That's why the messenger always said his best followers was in the street. The best followers was in the street, and most of them would say, oh, but they wasn't supposed to remain in the street. Okay, but they're not going to come out of the street if you're still doing the bull crap. They're not going to come out of the street. Because I ran into a few of them in LA while I was out there. I ran into a few brothers from LA. They're not coming back in if there's too much crap and too much ego going on. They're not coming back. The messenger's teachings were strict, and that's what Sister Shahrazad Ali is going to break down on Sunday the 28th, but she's coming from a whole different angle because she comes strictly from the most honorable Elijah Muhammad teaching. And they was about growth. That's what those teachings was about, growing, learning and growing. So I hope everybody, understand. Make sure y'all come on out, get those tickets. You see it on the screen. You can call me for vending. I think I'm almost finished with the vending. But believe me, you can get those tickets. Advanced tickets are at KingSimonProductions.eventbrite.com. Now, SaNeter, let me ask you a question.
Oh, shit. Go ahead.
Yeah. You've been with Dr. Khalid, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and a lot of us know that he like restaurants. He like to go out. He like to enjoy himself. We know that.
Right.
We all do that.
Right.
And he wasn't always on the strict dietary plan. We know that.
Right.
Let's be real.
Exactly. Uh-huh.
Let's be real. So again, I'm bringing that up to the late, great Dr. Khalid because we fall down and we get up. That's like Don McClellan said. We fall down, we get up. But one of it we're going to move on with the teachers and grow into the teachers. That's what when are we going to grow into the teaching? Yes, we was all, if you read the messages book, How to Eat to Live 1 and 2, we were all supposed to be vegetarians.
Shout out to my brother, Sinful to P. My brother, peace and black power to my brother, Sinful to P. Go ahead, brother King.
Yep. You know what? We're all supposed to be vegetarians according to his book, eventually. That's what it says in his book.
Uh-huh.
So what's the problem? What's the problem here? And like Polight and Inky and them brought up, and KT brought up, why bring out that and say that about Dr. Savior who was recorded in September of last year? Why bring it out now? Why do that now? But it is what it is, my
Polight bugging. Polight over there bugging this shit, man. He over there rolling up. Polight over there rolling up this shit. He crazy, man.
Yeah, Polight, you better protect your lungs. Stop playing.
Yeah.
Protect your lungs, man. Now, let me tell you something. I was in the studio with Polight, right?
Uh-huh.
We was out there in LA, and they do that studio full of smoke. Now, Polight wasn't smoking. But that studio was full of smoke. Lord Jesus Christ.
Who was there when you went to the studio? It was Game up in there, right? Game was there?
Game was there in another studio, but some of Game's partners was Polight. So I was there, and he told them who I was, and they started asking me about numerology like crazy inside there and outside. So I was cool, man. I was having fun, man. But I couldn't stay in the smoke too long. I had to leave.
Yeah. Yeah, when I be around that, right? Like, say if I go through the hall and I see all that smoke, my throat start burning, brother. That shit just gets in there, and I know that I'm exhaling it. I'm inhaling it through my nose, and that shit is burning my throat. I have to get out of there real quick, bro.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but me and Polight have that same throat issue when smoke is around, especially people smoking cigarettes and all that. We have that same throat issue. I can't take the smoke too much. So, me in Jamaica, we used to burn it as a tea. We used to boil it as a tea and drink ganja or weed. We used to.
So what do you say? So let me ask you, King, while you're here, does Dr. Wesley Muhammad have a point? Because he teaches on weed smoke now with all the chemicals that's going inside of the smoke. He's saying that some of the chemicals are turning our people into homosexuals and stuff like that. What do you think about that?
No, you're talking to a marijuana connoisseur back in the day, and the weed that they've been smoking nowadays compared to what I was smoking back in the 80s is not the same weed.
Right? Hell no. Hell no.
It's not the same. It's not the same stuff from Jamaica that I know. I grew up in Sensimilia. I grew up in ganja. My cousins in the backyard grew it. They bred it up. I know ganja, and that don't smell like it. And SaNeter, we go back. They don't smell like the same stuff, bro.
They don't. No, there's a lot of chemicals in that stuff, man.
They're doing something. That's why they're legalizing it. They're doing something to it. That's why they're legalizing it.
Yeah, that's why they got all different kinds of flavors to the weed. How the hell? I remember we used to just have plain shit like Thai stick. You know, you just rip it off the stick and all that. You know, Thai stick and you know, what else did they have? Cess. They had the cess.
They had the cess, Centralia,
chocolate.
Yeah, the
right.
And all kinds of stuff, man. Back in the day.
Now they got stuff like purple haze and oh man, and it's so moist that you could tell they added stuff to that shit, man.
Yo, I went to a dispensary in LA and along in Hollywood, and a friend of mine took me there, and I don't smoke. I had to show my ID and give him my ID. They had to record my ID, and they had mango weed and orange weed and this kind. I'm like, what the hell is that?
Mango weed. Oh,
yeah,
man.
mango weed. I'm like, what the hell is this? But hey, actually, like, when Sadie came to town, he wanted a place to go smoke his weed, and we had to go find places for him because they was not allowing him to smoke weed in certain spots.
You know, they got this thing out there because Polight was telling me the stories a little bit. They got this thing out there called mushrooms. You eat the mushroom, and that should tear your ass up, man. Polight was telling me some stories. I was like, oh my God, damn. Yeah,
that's
man.
Crazy, y'all. It's a different world, brother. It's a different world. But I want to thank y'all, man, and y'all keep on doing what you got to do. I love the Nation of Islam. I've never denied the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad and his teachings because it helped me, kept me alive for many years. When I almost took my own life, Elijah Muhammad's words was very strong, and the minister's words. But we got to grow up. We got to stop. The baby language has to stop. We have to grow. And if it's about health, it's definitely milk. Milk is definitely not liquid sunshine. If it's not women's milk, that's supposed to be from a human. And cow's milk is for cows, calves. That's what it's for. Let's say goat's milk is for a goat, a kid. Let's stop playing with this. And liquid, any kind of liquid that's going to be liquid sunshine is water.
Liquid sunlight. Liquid sunlight. He said liquid sunlight.
We got to think about that, man. Water, milk. Come on, man. Even the cows drink water. Even the cows eat vegetables. Come on, let's stop playing with this, man.
You know what? That's a good point, King Simon. You don't see cows drinking milk. Cows don't even drink milk.
when they did drink milk, they got mad cow disease.
Right.
Stop playing with people.
Right.
Why are you playing? Let me get off of this because I might get into some controversy. Remember, Sister Shahara and Dr. Ashra Crazy coming in. She's going to be speaking about monogamy and polygamy, which Polight already spoke on, but she's coming from her perspective. And then Ashra Crazy coming from his perspective, the Quran and Bible. Why are we still following the white man's dogmatic religions? That's what we're getting into on the 28th of April. And we return to the National Black Theater, brother. We return.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Glorious to the National Black Theater.
Doors open up at 2 p.m. sharp. How many? You still got tickets, right?
Yeah, we still got tickets left. Make sure you go to KingSimonProductions.eventbrite.com or go to Nicholas Brooklyn. We still got tickets over there. And you can also text me at 347-496-1022 if you want any tickets. If you want to pay by Cash App or PayPal. If you don't want to do the search.
Did Roy Bay call you today?
Yes, he got my text. I texted him back.
All right, I texted him. Yeah, he called me. I gave me a number.
I told him if he's going to bring a group, he needs to call me or text me directly. Now, I can give him a better rate if he's bringing a group of people.
Yeah,
at least 5 or more people. I'll hook him up.
All right, no doubt. All right. Thank you, my brother, for calling in. Peace and black power to you.
Peace and black power. Peace.
Peace.
All right, that's King Simon, the hardest working man in this business here. You already know this brother been on the ground. He has been one of the reasons why we have been successful, brother Polight, back in the day. You know, King Simon King Simon will be on foot from the Bronx to Brooklyn to Harlem, you name it, with flyers, yo. And he makes sure that every block that he go through, he loads up them flyers. So shout out to King Simon, man. Let's get this caller right quick. Peace and black power family. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Thomas calling from Detroit.
What's happening in Detroit? In the building. The D in the building.
What's up, son, man?
All right, everything good, brother. What's happening?
No, I had to call to speak on something, right? So we know in history from Africa, when the Caucasian was commenced in the mountains, right? Their nose was broad, and then from the thin air.
Hold up, you said Caucasians'
skinny, right?
nose was broad?
Yeah, Caucasians come from Africans.
Okay,
we all know that,
and you can
right.
prove all of that, right, brother? You can
fact.
prove that Caucasian nose was broad, right?
Everything come from black.
Right.
So
You can
at one
prove.
point in time,
You can prove that.
At one point in time, their nose was broad. So when they was outcast in those mountains, their nose became thin because of the air, and their hair became straight to protect the neck. If you read the book "Gold Age of the Moor" from Van Cinema, it'll break this all down. So there's no time in history that people's nose became thin and long, and then from a climate it became thick and broad.
So you're saying the climate that they were living in changed the pigmentation of the skin and changed the nose and it changed the mouth and everything. That's what you're saying?
The pigmentation of the skin was changed in Africa. That's why they was outcast into the mountains.
Okay, brother. This is pseudo. You know this is called pseudo-ship. You know that.
No, this ain't good. This ain't called pseudo, man. If everything came from black,
it's called pseudo, brother.
I said everything came from black. It got to be fact, right?
Everything didn't come from black. I used to believe that too at one time.
From black.
Yeah, I used to say that too. But everything don't come from black, brother. I used to say that too.
What else do it come from?
But go ahead, brother. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead, finish it all.
Okay, so I mean, that's all I want to speak on that. Ain't no way a nose could come from broad. It can go from skinny to broad. It can only go from broad to skinny.
Oh, okay.
Same thing is here.
Okay.
Same thing is here. It can't go from straight to nappy. It's like it's impossible. Right?
Okay.
Right. That's number one. And as far as the weed goes, y'all just talking about weed. As far as weed goes, you could birth any seed with another seed. As far as if you have a female plant and you bring a male plant into the female plant area and let the male plant pollinate and it grab onto the female pollen, it can make any strand of weed.
I take it that you're a smoker, brother.
I'm a smoker and a grower.
Okay, there you go. You know what you're talking about.
So I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You could cross any strand of weed to make another weed.
Okay.
So as far as weed making people gay, that's impossible, man. that's like,
so you don't think the weed is dropping the brother's sperm count as well? Good.
Well, drop sperm count, that could be fact. But as far as turning people gay, that's impossible, bro. I grow weed. I know. How could you grow weed and it turn you gay? That's like insane, bro.
All right,
but I just wanted to touch on that. I ain't gonna hold you up. But peace. Detroit calling again. Tommy.
Peace. Thank you, brother.
Peace.
Right. Brother Polight, you wanna say anything, brother?
Yeah,
you
I
having a good time. You laughing and you smiling. You reading them comments?
Yeah, I'm reading the comments and I'm listening to you deal with the people. You be making me laugh. I like how you be building with the people, man. I like how you be building. You be keeping it real with them.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but Wesley needs to allow the community to protect him and stop being scary, man. Because people got questions about the stuff he be saying.
Do you think, Polight, do you think Dr. Wesley Muhammad is afraid to debate you?
Yep.
You think he afraid to challenge you? Debate you?
Oh, big time. I don't think just me. I think in general, there's a point in time where it's scary just having your views challenged. I don't think it's just a me thing. I think in general, the crowds are getting so big. The audience is so large. And no matter what he said, I know he does not have the confidence to bring in his Allah's information against people whose ability to source material transcends being limited to the religious conviction that
well, let me say this real quick. Let me say this because he might hear this. He might hear this real quick. Dr. Wesley Muhammad, you know what I do, brother. I am willing to give the Nation of Islam and I know it don't mean nothing, but I'm willing to give the Nation of Islam $3,000, brother, for a debate with Brother Polight where we can squash this and go get in the ring. Let's do this professionally. I will put up 3,000. I will put up 3,000, Polight. What do you think about that?
I'll put up 3 too.
Oh, damn. Woo! You see that?
That'll put 6. That'll put 6 on the table.
Yeah, I will put up 3 stacks. Polight saying 3. Come on, man. Come on, Wesley. A donation to you,
Wesley,
brother.
Or we make it for free, or we donate the monies. When it sends it to their charitable choice.
Right.
I mean, we
go.
can do
either way. Either way. If you want to say, well, you know, I ain't doing this for money. All right, cool. What about us donating it to your choice of charity, whatever one you want to give it to?
Because SaNeter and I have booked venue and paid for chairs and insurance and everybody, and let the people come in. We did that several times, so that ain't nothing new for us. And we let the people come in because every now and then you just gotta give back and say thank you. So if you are willing, because the people are interested in this, clearly, I would just like to have a conversation about what is the original man's spirituality and his diet. I think the community can learn a lot from those 2 questions, and we can consider the Nation of Islam's disposition, and we can consider our holistic / Pan-African disposition. I think that'd be a real powerful debate. How many of you would like to hear that? What is the original man?
I think that joint will be jam-packed, bro. You crazy? It'll be packed.
Yes. So either we can give the nation some donation money. We know they're doing good. We know Brother Wesley most likely is paid very good and is content. So we're not looking to belittle you or undermine you by giving you a small dollar amount.
Right.
We just saying, hey, it can just be a donation. And I mean, it's still money at the end of the day. It can help you. Or we could just raise money and donate it somewhere. We could go half and half. We make the money, I take half, and we make sure that's donated to somebody. We take half, we make sure that's donated to somebody, and everybody bear witness. I have a record of where it goes to. It has to be non-affiliated companies or businesses that we can use that and fund somebody's business. So people get the knowledge, and we get to invest in 2 Black businesses and give them a little head start money-wise. I think we will win all around the board. And all you got to do is stand on your teachings. And if you don't want to do it, Wesley, let's get one of those other milk professing scholars, one of those spoil the milk and leave it in room temperature, room temperature scholars. Let's get one of those guys. What y'all think out there in the chat room? Y'all think that's a good idea?
The money goes to a hell of an idea. But anyway, Polight, we've been on here for 3 hours now. 3 more minutes will be 3 hours. I would like for you to take your time, close out, and it's on you. You got the last word, brother. Close us out. Take us home, brother.
All right, yo. Brother Inky called and asked if he could get some of this milk money.
Inky.
What you said?
I gotta get some of that milk money from the nation, man.
Hey, man.
You know, Wesley and brother Abdul, you know, my man, 4-day county guy with the cure for AIDS. I gotta get involved with that, man.
Man, it would be a beautiful thing if we can get the Nation of Islam to stop come out of hiding and actually allow someone to challenge their views. But it's a different generation. Our questions are different. Our approach is different. And I know, I just feel personally, they're afraid. Because guess what? It would be great to remember this. And for people to understand their history. If you allow your views to be challenged, and then you refute the claims that's being made. Because, I mean, you got a law by your side, so who can get you?
I think this would be an awesome debate. If you take the religious side and let me get that milk money, and we just have a whole day. We have a whole day. Because I get to see Dr. Milk Muhammad, my man Eminem. We got to get a piece of Eminem. That Eminem, that milk money from Milk Muhammad. That's just good name, Milk Muhammad.
Hey, so I conveniently start putting up the view and they're paying. Yo, I got a long time, man. Sound funny.
Listen, when I start talking,
yeah, let's stay from the name calling, brother. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it professional, brother.
Yeah. Let me close out. I'm about to close out.
Yeah.
Let me close out. Iggy, wow.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
All right. Quick facts. Yo, the views and opinions expressed. Yo, stop did not play. So listen, I just want to say thank you to everybody.
Hey, yo, hold on, real quick, Polight. You know, people are disappointed in me for putting up a disclaimer. They in the chat room saying I'm disappointed in Saul. Family, listen. Not only would I put up a disclaimer with Polight, I put up a disclaimer with anybody. You know what I'm saying? Because the views and opinions of those who speak at the House of Consciousness are not the views and opinions of Brother SaNeter or those who represent the House of Consciousness, brother. This is their view. This is why I would bring on a Muslim. I would do the same thing if Ben come on. If Brother Ben X come on tomorrow or whatever, you will see the same disclaimer, the views and opinions, all right? This is definitely the view of my brother Polight. And I give him, bring him on the platform and talk about it. So that's all. You can be disappointed all you want. Go ahead, brother.
Yes, I see y'all calling for all sorts of other debates, and we got that conversation a different day. But I'm serious, man. The Nation of Islam would be great if one of them gets approved to have a conversation about the things that members of the Black conscious community have expressed their point of contention in. I think it would be a great thing. And like I said, we can make it charitable. We can make it a very charitable event for them to use. And we can help some Black businesses out and educate them. You guys can correct people about the narrative and the teachings of the Nation of Islam. And then we can also express on our side the things that we don't quite understand or things that we believe can further advance our community with and without contributions to what you guys have espoused us to. So we're very grateful for the Nation of Islam. We're eternally grateful. You guys definitely played an integral role in the advancement of our communities, our families, and civilization in general. But none of that separates us from the fact that we have all these different points of contention. And at some point or the other, you should feed the people that conversation and see how you fare out. Because like I said, when people say God came to their organization, God came to their community, and they're following the immediate words of God, I would have jumped in that damn debate ring so many times over. Knowing that Allah gave me this information, I would have jumped in it ASAP.
You know, Brother Polight, I would love to do something with you on the topic of God and the devil. Why do we as grown men and women still believe in fairy tales, God and the devil? And for real, man, I don't understand it, man. And we need to really go in and do something on that, man. Grown ass men, still believe in God and the devil. God
Bro,
and the
I
devil,
feel so passionate about that. I feel very passionate about that subject matter.
And it's the same thing equivalent to the kids believing in Santa Claus and Easter and the snow bunny and all that stuff, man. It's the same thing to me. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, the same thing to me. We as grown, and we supposed to be, and what gets me Polight is that, Polight, you hear me?
Yeah, I was just going to ask if I get a piece of the sandwich because we about to beat.
Yeah, and what gets me, brother, is that we supposed to be doctors, scholars, and teachers, and professors, and I don't understand it, man. But we still, as scholars and doctors, will still believe in God and the devil. I don't get it. I don't get it, brother.
You know,
so I think we need to touch on that, man. We need to deal with that.
I can't wait because I'm very passionate about it. And I'm going to tell you this, huh? And the reason I was going to stream recently about God and the devil, and then I stopped because you always got to consider people's emotions all the time. And so I just said, man, damn. Because people be saying things when somebody passes away that God took them from us. And then if God took somebody from us, then why are we mad at the people that do the killing? Because the killers was working on behalf of God. This is how I've been seeing the world. And when you say stuff like this, people get mad at you. But when someone tells me God had a special plan, and you see how the special plan works out, I start thinking God and the devil is the same damn people. I just feel a way about it. And I know it's a touchy subject matter, but it's got to be one or the other sometimes, man. We can't turn around and say God got a special plan. God took a great person away from us. He was done with his mission, or she was done with her mission. And then you turn around and you still want the killer to be locked up. I'm thinking, shit, if this is God's special plan, let's just leave the murderers on the street. Because they actually got the heart to facilitate God's plan, despite the loss. But man, I just feel a certain way about it. I don't like that. So yeah, I'm very passionate about the God-devil conversation.
Yeah, we gotta do that, man. Because it's some point in time, brother, that we gotta begin to grow, Polight. And our people is not growing. And somebody said, well, what will be the solution? Growing. That's one of the solutions. We need to grow. And the minute we get out of this stuff, I think that right there can bring upon some unity that everybody keep crying for. Because if we keep on holding to our God, it's going to stop us from uniting with somebody else's God. Because with somebody else who believe in a different God,
that's a fact.
That shit stops us from the unity.
I agree.
Yeah, man.
People's God,
all you gotta do is look at all of these religious groups, brother. Look at the Nation of Islam, Polight. Look at the Hebrew Israelites. Look at the Christians. Look at the Muslims. Look at the Moors. All of them are about themselves. I don't give a damn what they say, but you can look at it and see that all of them are about themselves first and foremost.
I agree.
If you ain't a part of their faith, they don't give a damn about you. They gonna say, yeah, if you my brother, you're still my brother. You know, you're just not practicing into the. Come on, bro. All of it is a division, but they say they want unity, brother. We gotta first tear down these idols, man. Khalid told us this before. We gotta tear this down. Malcolm X told us before. We got to leave your religion in the closet. Why do we always got to bring up our religion when we come together? Because their religion is going to require them to not believe in what you say because their religion is against it. Check. Their religion goes against what you teach.
Yep.
It's impossible, Sal. I mean, I'm starting to feel like that too, brother. Somebody said it's impossible, Sal. Oh, man. That's what we mean by when we say born again. We ain't talking about from the Christian perspective. I'm saying we need to be born again. Forget all that shit you was taught. Take an X-lack. Get all of that stuff out of you, man, and be born again. Some people, the Hebrews say, Polight, and this what gets me. They always say, well, you know, I've been in the truth. I just got in the truth. And they really believe that that's the truth, brother. They think they're in the truth. It's the crazy stuff.
That's a fact.
They in the truth. Okay. Oh, man. My man called me. Oh, man. John the Don. John the Don. Hold on. Let me call the uncle back. John the Don. We're going to be out there in Atlanta, brother. We're going to be out there. People need to read between the lines. If no meat is good for you, human consumption, then that is everything part. Peace. Oh man, come on, Morpheus. What's up, brother? I'm calling you black. All right, RBR Network, SaNeter Studios. Religion was meant to teach morality. Do you agree with that, Polight?
Nah, I don't agree with that.
Hell no. Hell no. Get out of here. See, that's a religious mind to make you believe that foolishness. What part of the scriptures is moral? Get out of here.
Yo, that's some funny stuff.
Peace and black power to my brother Morpheus in the building. What's happening with you, brother?
Peace, family. Peace, man. Peace, brother Polight. Peace, man. Black power, man. What's good, family?
All right, what's happening?
Yo, man, I had a question, man. I was wondering if somebody could answer, right? And I hope this is to brother Polight, right? Maybe you can clear this up for me. We today are known as Homo sapiens sapiens, correct? Well, okay, Homo sapiens sapiens. Well, according to anthropology, what I'm reading, right? What I read and study on anthropology. What made Homo sapiens sapien different was his brain grew, correct? Or his brain size. So if we contribute intelligence to brain size, then we say, okay, well, what contributed to his brain growing? Now, anthropology says what contributed to it was him eating meat or adding meat to his diet. Now, I want to know what's your take to that, because I'm trying to figure out, okay, hold up. If that's so, if it's true, if meat contributed to his brain growing, thus for contributing to intelligence, why would you remove from the very thing that made you Homo sapiens sapien? Am I missing something?
What do you say, wheat or wheat?
You said wheat or wheat, brother?
I'm sorry?
You said wheat or weed? Wheat.
No, wheat. No, Homo sapiens sapien, brain growing. That's what separated him, right? According to anthropology. So what made his brain grow? Anthropology says the thing that made his brain grow was him adding meat to his diet.
Meat. Oh, okay. Was adding meat to his diet. Okay.
Right.
Before you answer, Polight, this is the brother from the Force MDs. You probably too young for that. You don't remember Polight?
No, I know the Force MDs, bro.
Okay. All right. This is one of the brothers from the Force MDs, brother. Go ahead, Polight.
Yeah. Me and Polight talk back and forth, man. Back and forth, man. We talked a few times, man. I tried to reach out to him before, man, with my nephew and stuff, but
yeah, Polight too young for the Force MDs, though. But go ahead, Polight.
Yeah, but you understand the question that I'm asking?
Yeah, who's your nephew, John?
Yeah, John the Don.
Yeah, I remember him be telling me that, man. Maybe I'll meet him this weekend. I mean, next weekend.
Yeah, you're gonna definitely meet him in next weekend.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, but Sal, you understand the question I'm asking?
Yes, brother Polight. Do you understand what he's talking about?
Yeah, he wants to know when they talk in reference to Homo sapiens sapiens and then transitioning and growing a bigger brain. It's said by anthropologists that their brain grew on account of the fact that it was eating meat.
Right.
I think that's what he was saying.
Yes.
Yeah, that's actually absolutely true. You know, eating meat at that primitive state or that transition, I should say, can help a person grow into a different type of being. But also what causes the brain to grow, when we talk about the primitive man, is climatic changes. Climatic changes has caused man's brain to grow because then he had to interface with a new terrain or was granted more ability to go from one place to the next, given different textures, different colors, and stimulus about you. So it's not just exclusively meat, but meat can, for early man, cause him to develop an advance. There's like the right vegetables to be able to do that as well. But it's a scientific fact that climate contributes a great to intelligence to the earlier man. So I would not refute it and say, no, the original man didn't use meat. The original man used whatever resource was made available to him at that time. And if you don't have a civilization per se, and the mathematics thereof, I imagine the mortality rate would pale in comparison to the mortality rate of man in their prime. Because right now, I don't see us in our prime because of all the GMOs and everything that we subject to. So the more knowledge we want to get, the more unique our approach to wellness. So you got to have your lows before you start your highs, because you got to be able to compare something to in order for you to find the contrast. So I'm not against it. I think it makes sense.
All right. Let me shout out my man, my man, Real G's TV. Real G's TV. I want to give a powerful shout out to that brother, Real G's TV. Make sure y'all subscribe to my brother, Real G's TV, y'all. All right, my brother.
Family, I appreciate that, but that's something to build on
Yes.
because it's kind of interesting to me, and I want to know the studies and how does this play a part of that according to what anthropology. Are we saying anthropology is wrong? Or are we saying because I'm saying if that's so and that contributed to his brain grow, well, I'm just trying to figure out. Okay, well, why would you remove from his diet, or are we saying the meat today is bad? Or you understand? It's kind of confusing.
Right. All right. We'll deal with that another time, brother. Thank you.
All right, peace.
All right, peace. I'm trying to get out of here, brother Polight. It's time. It's gone. Let's move forward. Let's come up with something else tomorrow, brother. What's up?
Oh, keep that in mind, family.
All right,
Just
close
keep that
out,
in mind.
Polight. Last close out, man. Go ahead, brother.
All right. When you're talking about anthropology, you're talking about society and social currencies and how human beings interface. Just keep that in mind, people. So it's not necessarily that anthropology is wrong. It's the study of those conditions and how human beings interface in retrospect to the climate that they're in and the conditions thereof. So there can be something that someone arrives, there can be a conclusion that someone arrives at in the advent of studying anthropology that can be an error, but anthropology in itself won't be an error because it just describes what you're studying in particular. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I like it. And always consider this. It's called an acculturation process. A lot of us think that Islam and Christianity is the original religion for our people, or the black man's religion. But you feel like that because you was raised in a part of the world where it is very consistent with your reality. But if you go further in the Eastern Hemisphere, then these religions change and practices change, and then it's not normalized. And then those people feel like their religion is for the betterment of the whole world. And that's what you call ethnocentrism. For the most part, we have an ethnocentric type of perspective or view. And so it's not so much why would we deviate from what the original man did? It would be why wouldn't we deviate from what the original man did to become better? Why would any basketball player attempt to be equal to or less than that which they came from? Why would a boxer intend to be equal to or less than that which they came from? I would believe we always want to move forward or push the bar. So if the original man was eating meat, probably raw meat and all sorts of stuff, as we get more knowledge, man, there may be a way to push the envelope. Because now I would have asked this brother, what was the mortality rate of these beings that they're talking about? Okay? What were some of the diseases that we're able to see that registered in their body? We might then say, no wonder why they changed the diet. So let's not just look and say, man, they ate meat. Why would we deviate from what the original man's diet was? And then you go into the most honorable Elijah Muhammad's doctrine, he'll tell you that the original man never ate any type of meat. And because he never ate any type of meat, we lived to be about 1,000 years old at a time. According to the most honorable Elijah Muhammad and How to Eat to Live, Volume 2. But I mean, we don't know if that's true, because now I gotta ask if every human being was living on an average of about 1,000 years at a time. How long was this going on before we dropped down to 72 years old average? So that's why we need to think. But I just want to tell people, always encourage people to ask questions. Many people will criticize you, and disrespect you when you go against popular opinion. But my method is, who gives a damn at this point? You shouldn't be made to feel like you're doing something wrong. You shouldn't be alienated just because you dare to ask why. It's one thing you ask why to be entitled. It's another reason. It's another thing when you ask why because you sincerely want to know, so you can grow. And anybody out there professing to be a teacher of the community should never be mad if you have a question about them or even a criticism about them. That's what brings the best teachers out. That's what makes you rise to the occasion. I actually like when I'm confronted with some adversity, when I'm being interviewed or when I'm being questioned, because I just think better under those conditions. Other people want to stimulate the environment, write the questions, and kind of evaluate what kind of interview they're going to have. A lot of times when I get interviewed, like when I did the Breakfast Club, where I do Land TV, when I, of course, obviously with Fox 5 and all that stuff, I don't like to know what I exactly want to be questioned about. Because if I have a level of anticipation for it, it's not going to feel authentic. And then I will overthink it and I won't speak as fluent or as fluid as I normally like to. If I don't know where you're coming from, I'm on the edge and I'm highly attentive. I like it that way, but that's not everybody's cup of tea. So the moral of the story today is ask questions, ask more questions. So like I learned when building with Brother Simon, TTP, talk to people, and after that, teach them to talk to more people. Peace. If you're interested in that course, the crypto course we got going up, just hit me at Polight45@gmail.com. Always leave your full name and phone number. You're going to be lit.
All right. Peace. Thank you, my brother Polight, for taking the time out to talk with our viewers today. I appreciate it. And we're going to get this God and devil talk together. We got to talk about that.
Oh, we need that.
Because our people, man, we gotta get out of this crazy talk. A lot of people don't understand, you know, they don't understand. They come up with all kind of stuff. RBR Network says at SaNeter Studios. Everyone here is civilized, educated, or problem stem from the lack of morality. I can't really see. From the lack of morality or dishonesty, our lack of integrity, and the purpose of religion, we can't dismiss that. So he's saying we can't dismiss the religion because that's where we get our morality, our integrity, and all of that stuff. I don't know how, because none of the goddamn prophets in the Bible had it. You know what I'm saying? Even your God didn't have no goddamn integrity, because he told Moses to go down there and tell Pharaoh to let my people go. And so when Moses went down there to tell Pharaoh to let my people go, Pharaoh was going to let the people go. But what does God do? God hardened the heart of Pharaoh because he wanted war. He ain't want him to let him go. So that right there, that's not integrity, family. Moses came back. Hey, God, I told him to let our people go. He ain't want to let him go. You know what God said? God looked at the nigga and said, I know, because I hardened his heart. What the fuck? How you want to harden the heart because you wanted to kill men, women, and children? Okay? Because Pharaoh was going to let him go, but you hardened his damn heart so you could bring on bloodshed. Get the hell out of here. Your own God, according to your scriptures, didn't even deal with that. So go ahead. What you said, Polight?
I'm saying what you said. Where you get the bars from?
Huh?
You spitting bars. Where you get those bars from, bro?
Oh, I've been saying that for a minute, man. But when I say that, people be like, oh, sorry, you bugging. You bugging. I've been saying that shit for a long time. Nobody want to hear that.
You got me pumped up listening to that.
Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta go though, because I know this shit gonna turn into a whole nother show. Especially dealing with you, bro.
Yo, that shit was hard. That was hard.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. I've been saying this for a long time. I've been bringing this up to Captain Tazariak. I brought it up to a lot of them of the Hebrews, but they always discount it. You know, they discount it, man.
What's the answer though? What they be saying?
They be saying all kind of stuff, brother. It's on my videos. I think I interviewed Captain Tazariak on the last one and brought it up. You know?
Yeah, you got to show me that.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring it up again. But anyway, peace and Black Power, family. Thank y'all for hanging out. No, you know what they say when I bring it up, Polight?
What's that?
This what they say to me.
This nigga's crazy. This nigga's crazy. This nigga's crazy.
Yeah. That's what they say. Peace and black power, man. We out of here. Peace.
SaNeter TV, Black News 102. Whose words will survive when we purge the lies? That curse the divine, cast the pearls to swine. Reverse the design, even merge divide. SaNeter TV when two worlds collide. Might hurt to decide just who verbs will vibe. When we curve all the jive, whether girls or guys. No herbs left alive in this earthly skies. SaNeter TV when two worlds collide. Clash of the Titans, facts will enlighten. Some spitting mad, but they ain't half as exciting. This platform we battle for the souls of man. Those kidnapped and trapped upon stolen land. Doesn't matter where you at on this earth. Africa's the true origin of your birth. Teaching you true health and wealth. Knowledge of self-worth instead of killing your health, going to jail over turf. We all truth seekers asking questions. Should we seek them in the shrine lodge or the lessons? Is the answer ancestral science or religion? Is it freedom or Willie Lynch a little different? Is it Indian, Aboriginal, indigenous people? Should we worship money? Is it still a root or evil? We all born with mental shackles if we black. And the only thing that's gonna free us is the actual facts. Whose words will survive when we purge the lies? That curse the divine, cast the pearls to swine. Reverse the design, even merge divide. SaNeter TV when two worlds collide. Might hurt to decide just who verbs will vibe. When we curve all the jive, whether girls or guys. No herbs left alive in this earthly skies. SaNeter TV when two worlds collide. Is it the gods and herbs or the Moors? Should we master UCC in commercial law? Is it being Muslim, Christians, or the Jews? Should we push the old school and need something new? Is it atheism, Egyptologists, Hebrew Israelites, flat earthers, herbalists? To get our people right, I'm in Rod Squad, RBG, or New Covenant. Should we work for it? Should we overthrow the government? Should we all go for self, being savages and vultures? Pan-African or is hip-hop our culture? Is it nationality or correct status? Should we integrate Me Too or Black Lives Matter? Should we hit the streets with the Panthers? Unify the gangs? Is all-out war the right answer? Are we Asiatic or Arabian? Should we just free Dr. York and be Nawapi and a Sabian? Whose words will survive when we purge the lies? That curse the divine, cast the pearls to swine. Reverse the design, even merge divide. SaNeter TV when two worlds collide. Might hurt to decide just who verbs will vibe. When we curve all the jive, whether girls or guys. No herbs left alive in this earthly skies. SaNeter TV when two worlds collide.